Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the mishap. Um, there was a unfortunate event that happened that made the stream cut down early. But like I said, I'm going to be continuing where I left, not continuing where I left off. But I'm also going to be just clarifying a few things. But other than that, guys, welcome to the main podcast. We're going to talk about Campione tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts. I won't be dilly-dallying. This is going to be a quote-unquote short vid. And I'm going to give you things of why I love Campione and why I think it's one of the best. Once I get a little brief synopsis of what Campione is about and things like that, I will we'll get into the latter half and then in the video. But let's get to it, guys. So Campione from is actually Italian for champion, and Campione is a Japanese light novel series written by Joe Takatsuki and illustrated by Sikorsky. Sikorsky. It has been published by Shueisha since May 2008, first under the Super Bunko imprint, which was abolished in 2014, and then under the X Bunko imprint since. But Campione follows a young man, the main protagonist, Kusanagi Godou, the protagonist. Upon his encounter and defeat of the Persian heretic god Erica Blandelli, he became the seventh Campione. And that he is a Campione, a god slayer, the young Godou must defeat the troublemaking gods with the help of his companions. Yo, CKC Entertainment, thanks for being here. But yes, but with that being said, through the introduction of this character, thank you, brother. He is turn the volume down a little bit. There we go. But yes, that's a little synopsis right there. So I won't make it too long. I'm going to get right into the point. So, like I said, Godou is a Campione, and a Campione is a god slayer who slays heretic gods. Who actually a Campione is a human who gains the powers of a god by slaying one, and then they are transformed into a god slayer, which means they are kings. Particularly, they kind of have two different titles. They're a god slayer, and two, they're a king. And then there's the Campione label they get. Hence why they are a Campione. And the main character gets his abilities in the first episode, and throughout the first, so episodes 1 through 4 is really the first arc, which I believe is 2 to 3 light novel volumes. No, 4. No, it's 4 light novel volumes. Yeah. And he literally, like I said, in the first episodes, he's dealing with Athena, a heretic god, who's not at her full powers, at her strength. And through previous encounters, he later learns what Athena is about, more often than not. And she later on becomes a character. That character he defeats in the very first 4 episodes, but also somewhat of a person that sees him worthy of entertainment, but also someone worth her time. Oh, I saw Campione about 2 years ago. It was entertaining. Thank you, CKC. And the thing is with Athena, like I said, guys, I'm kind of getting into characters right now, but Athena is a really good, interesting, mysterious character. I like how she was written. I like how at the very let's say this, at the very end, nearing the end of the series, that Godou literally has an ally, more often than not, someone that respects I mean, he respects him, but also sees his valor and his achievement. Almost on an equal footing. But yeah, Athena, I liked her character a lot. Like I thought the character was really, really great. And before, and guys, I'm going to be mentioning other characters before I mention Godou, because Godou will be the last character I go over. So let's get into the four wives of Kusanagi Godou. So first, let me see. I'll start from beginning to last. And this, guys, I'm only gonna do anime. I'm not gonna do light novel. Light novel talk will probably be another different stream where I get into it. But okay, so let's go. So Erica Blandelli, the GOAT, the woman that's in my top 10 waifus of all time. Erica Blandelli, I gotta pronounce it right, guys. Erica Blandelli is part of the an organization, quote unquote, of knights, and she carries on the will of her grandfather, because she was his protege. Sorry about that, guys. Stop me. But but yeah, so Erica, she's a beautiful young woman with straight lower back and blonde hair, and gorgeous blue eyes, and an unparalleled voluptuous figure. So she's really gorgeous, I can tell you that. Her personality is more of a courageous, passionate, and strong-willed woman, being a great knight and showing no fear while fighting. Erica, and like I said, she also demonstrates fealty to Kusanagi Godou, aka the guy that she loves at first sight, quote unquote. But who she declared her love by saying she belongs to him, and that she is his sword and shield. Like throughout the series, that's been that kind of like the thing that she preaches, like I'm your sword and shield, and things like that. And like I said, she said that while he was fighting Athena. And throughout her character arc, which she was introduced, I thought I didn't know what to expect from her, even though I get a little introduction about her just now. I didn't know what to expect from her, but at least in 2 episodes, they wiped that from my they wiped that little thought process I had about her, that she might be using the main character. Yeah, that didn't happen. She goes on and says that she was attracted to this man because of his valor, his fealty, and also his no, that's fealty, her fealty. She's attracted to his, I guess you can say, the way he gets things done, his masculinity more often than not, his honorable ways, because she reminds him of what was my man right to son? That it wasn't Percy. She made a quote that he reminded her of a certain hero from Legends more often than not. And that's kind of like the start of the relationship more often than not. Like like the kind of like thing that spices it up and gets it going. But guys, don't misinterpret that for something else. But yeah, she has the odds for Godou a lot. But also, she's very skilled. As I said before, she's a knight, and she's from an organization that that her grandfather comes from, and she trained herself to be really, really strong, and to handle missions independently, and just be able to get the job done by taking care of tasks that seem like that no one could ever do, based on how the elders spoke about her, and more often than not how she depicts herself in this series. She's a very skilled girl, and probably one of the best versatile fighters I've ever seen. Like her weapon mastery. I'm sorry, guys, I bumped my ball. Her weapon mastery is pretty freaking good. Like, she's really good at fighting multiple enemies. She's really good at utilizing her techniques, everything that she's learned, and be able to come up with solutions and strategies. Like, she has earned her spot as the number one wife for Godou. like his main girl, and hence why she's wife number one. And a funny joke was made in the series where she's literally said that you get any girls you want as long as I'm number one and shit. And I was like, that's freaking hilarious. I freaking love that, man. And I think that's all we have to say about Erica. So let's get into Liliana Krenjar. Oh, and by the way, guys, sorry, the name of it I just remembered in my head. It was the Copper Black Cross. That's the organization who she's affiliated with. She's a former. She later on becomes a former member, but at the beginning of any anime, she's a member, but she still follows Godou, her guy. EKC, what? I Jadikashi, I don't care about them other girls. Just be good to me. I mean, that's what Erica's for. CKC. But so we get into Liliana Krenjar. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. No, let's not do Liliana next. I'm gonna do that. No. You're not cutting my flow, CKC. Let me do in order. Let me do it in order through the anime. So we get introduced to Erica first. Then we're gonna do Mayuri next. Mayuri, and she's a Japanese Miko princess, and she's been born with extraordinary abilities. She has the power of clairvoyance, which allows her to see certain outcomes of futures. And I guess some certain parts. I want to make sure I clarify that, because how it was depicted in the anime is more so a telling of how things are going to come, and she's very skilled in it, because it's kind of like I hate to the anime comparison, but it's kind of like observation hockey. If you're really good at it, like you see the future of certain things, or it's better to say Spider-Man sense, like where it goes off, like when it goes off and alerts her of certain things. But yeah, she's oh, sorry guys. Yeah, she's the second wife that gets introduced, and she goes to the same high school as Godou and Erica, who later joins their school. And we understand her role within the actual series more often than not. They're in a so-called another arc after Athena's arc, and she gradually gets close to Godou. Our Yuri Mariko, Hime Miko, and she's a very shy girl. She normally speaks very politely to everyone. When she gets angry, it's difficult to distinguish if she's ever angry trying to be polite, as described by the main character more often than not, and through the encounters. She's a big believer in propriety. Sorry about that, propriety. So she won't hesitate to confront those she believes are acting outside moral bounds. Like, she really is more of like the lady that has been raised up to be, a prim and proper lady. You have to be appropriate in certain manners, and not be inappropriate in public places more often than not. Like, one of the girls that just believes in being, like I said, prim and proper. That's kind of like her when she gets introduced, but she does have like different facets of a personality. When she gets angry, she gets angry. So yeah, but it's not like some tsundere like nonsense BS crap. It's just like genuine anger because because somebody like shows backbone towards her, she like stands her ground. Like, she's not a girl that just sits down and says yes to whatever happens to her. Like, she has her own awareness, she has her own strength, but also later on in the series decides to get more confidence within herself as it progresses, and I do like that about Maria, aka my bad guys. I'm gonna say the full name every time, Maria Yuri, and she, like I said, she gets better. Like, she's a very likable character, and I do like that he got a shrine Miko, because that's one of my fetishes, particularly that because I love Miko women. They're really cool because priestess outfits like all the rage nowadays. But yeah, so she gets a lot of character. I would say a lot, but she gets character development with Godou. Her along with Erica and Liliana, who we'll all be talking about next, and I'm gonna name Anna last. So hold on, guys. Whew, let me take a drink of water real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. Got my water. We're gonna get right back into it, guys. Sorry about that. But so like I said, we've been through two girls, so we're gonna get to the third one, which I think is the most funny one yet. But hold on. Hey, let me know when I can ask you a question. I don't want to interrupt. Hold on, man. I'm gonna listen. CKC, hold on for 5 minutes, and you're welcome to ask me. I'm gonna put the link down, and I'm gonna let you on up if you have any questions for me, and I'll answer them. Okay. I'm gonna get into the other girl, and then I'm gonna get done with, and then I'm gonna get into Kusanagi Godou as a character, and then overall, what did I think about the overall series? So you can be on for that too. So hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm actually gonna put the background for this while I speak, because I want you guys to think of the series as I speak about it. There we go. Now, Liliana Krenjar, and thank you, CKC, for being here. I appreciate you being in the chat, man. You're the only one here. You're on fire tonight. Thank you. And all right, so like I said, so Liliana Krenjar. Now, funny enough, she's from the Bronze Black Cross, which is the opposite organization of Erica. And Liliana, normally she's being described as a beautiful, slender girl with like fairy-like appearance because of her silver hair and her blue eyes. Like I said, man, blue eyes are all the rage nowadays. There's a reason why I like these girls, guys. Blue eyes are beautiful. But let's get into her. So let me get a little bit into why I thought of her personality. So Liliana, she had like a serious personality. She's like a strict knight. Like, she was like a strict person. Unlike Erica, that's very playful, and like she claims Erica claims herself to be a lion, and Liliana claims herself to be a horse more often than not. And they're kind of like they have like this quote unquote rivalry between them, but it's more so Liliana sees it as that. And Erica, you know, they dueled multiple times over. That was like literally steadily talked about in an episode where they were exchanging dialogue. And you can say like they've had a few clashes now and then. And of course where Erica just like trolls her sometimes. And it's just freaking hilarious when Liliana just gets in her bag. And guys, she's the girl right here, right next to Erica in all blue. With the silver bluish hair right here. And dude, there's so many episodes. Dude, there's like 3 or 4 episodes that I love whenever she can't stand being compared to her, or like she can't stand being outdone by Erica. It's just freaking hilarious. Like an actual genuine rivalry right there. But yeah. So basically, she has a serious attitude, and she, like I said, she has shy and modest feelings towards her body, and she loves to read romantic books, and also she's also too embarrassed to share her hobby and gets furious when someone reads her book. Basically, she's kind of like a writer of her own stuff, and you know, she plans on writing a book of her own. And you know, Erica in one episode managed to find out what she was writing, and she'll tell the whole world, or she actually knows the words of what she wrote, and she kind of just forces her to join them in a so-called arc where they have to battle again, and it's freaking hilarious. I just laugh like, yo, like when your enemy has dirt on you or utilize one of your hobbies against you. It's like the funniest thing ever to me, whatever, because it's kind of like they have all the cards on you. You can't really say no. So it's kind of like force now. It's like blackmail / force at that point. But yeah, but let's get back to Liana. I just wanted to point that out. That was a camaraderie and a relationship interaction that I liked in the freaking show between those two characters. So it wasn't just a simple love, like a love action series. Like these characters really interplay off each other, like those two specifically, yeah. But fun fact, Liliana, she keeps it to herself, but her favorite type of guy is a strong, forceful, but yet passionate man who takes charge. Basically, masculine man. and that's something she found in Godou that she liked. Whenever she got her little arc with him. Or a mini arc with him. And you know, I think the thing about Liliana was learning to trust Godou more often than not, get to know him, to know that he's not a bad person, that he actually is a kind-hearted person, and more often than not, like he does have man moments where he gets things done around her, like, you know. At one point, Godou said, "I can't have you acting like Erica, because Erica does that. Like that's her thing. She's flirtatious and things like that. You're not. You're actually reserved and honorable." And not saying that Erica isn't honorable. She is. It's just like the different shifts they have. Like Liliana is more, like I said, Liliana is more about duty and responsibility to the T, and Erica is more about, you know, setting things up, but she still gets things done. But over the course of Liliana's arc, I did enjoy how she studied. Like I said, she opened herself to Godou, got to know him, know that she was a guy. She was willing to serve her sword to her. I said to her. I'm sorry, to him. And it was a really good change and shift for the character, and she fit right in the group. The minute she went to that little mini art room, she fit right in. I was like, I actually like Liliana a lot. I like her. Okay, guys. So so I'm gonna get into one more girl, and then I'm gonna let you, and then KCK brother, I'm gonna let you up, and I'm gonna put down a link so you can come on up. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna talk a little bit more. Yeah, the link is right here. So I'll just have you in the back for a bit, and then I'm gonna finish, and this will be really quick. So in a session, the last girl, the fourth wife to come in, fourth wife and fourth fighter on to the king, Godou Kusanagi. Okay, so the main character get a chance to spend time with Anna at all. The most he has with her is her being possessed, divinely possessed by her sword. She is also a Hime Miko like Maria, and also she is a believer that came on to challenge Erica to say that a Japanese god slayer should have Japanese wives, because Erica and Liliana are Italian. Well, yeah, but that's what she believed. You know, she believes in, a Japanese man should have a Japanese woman. So I like her introduction and things like that, and I like the fact that she was willing to clash swords with freaking Erica. She really said to settle a bout that Godou didn't know about. But like I said, her introduction was all good and all, and we get to know more about Susanoo, her her quote unquote grandfather more often than not, like the one that he trained, the one that she trained under. And her sword, like I said, her divine possession possesses her and makes her an avid mage and gives her powers to compete against quote unquote heretic gods. And it actually allows her to actually beat Erica in one sense, because it actually steals magical power from the opponent in fights. At the expense of, like I said, of you being possessed by it, you lose control of your body. But excuse me, guys. But what I didn't like particularly about this is that she didn't have enough time. Not enough time. She didn't have time with the main character. It was more about her being I guess quote unquote a challenge for Erica, and another woman for Godou to like kind of have. But the difference with her that she didn't get to spend time with the main character, unlike the other three girls did, because they had ample time, ample episodes, and just ample levity to them that allowed for interaction with the main character. Time, pace. I'm saying, like, when I say this, I'm talking about pacing. But like the pacing for it was just relatively fine. But with this, we didn't get enough of that. I would have actually the reason for why the score is 8 for this anime is 8.8 for me is because that didn't happen. Because those were like three out of 4 girls managed to get development, but also get to spend time with the main character more often than not. Erica's with them all the time, so she got it hands down. But Anna never really did, and that to me was a disappointment. I did not like that. Didn't hate, like I said, don't hate it. Just disliked it for that. But like I said, Anna, her personality is very fun, very outgoing, and also very challengeable. Like she likes challenges. Like I said, she stood up to Erica, challenged her. I can't spoil like novel stuff. Sorry, but in light novels, she does some really damn cool shit. Her and the other girls along with her, but she does get a lot more shine because they kind of brought her in like last minute, which is like kind of like 3-4 episodes, something like that. But which is really cool because I love her character design and I love her sword and her personality. That's why we got to spend more time with her. But that's all we really get. Okay. I'm getting into main character. Yo, KCK, if you want to come on up, the link is in the chat, brother. Come right in. Or sister. KCK, if you're there, brother, come on up. Or sister. I'm asking, are you a boy or a girl? Don't know. Oh, you're setting up? Okay, I got you. Are you setting up? Okay. I got you. While you're setting up, I'm gonna talk about Godou real quick. The main character. Okay, so Godou, like I said, I can't bring up light novel because I gotta dance around that. But Godou, for the main character, he is likable. I liked him, but he did have a sense of denial that his main girl, his waifu right here, Erica, was quote unquote might be using him. Surprised to find out that didn't happen, which I'm glad, because I actually thought that was going to happen too. I was like, oh shit. She's up to him so she could use his abilities. I'm like, it's effective strategy. But didn't happen. And also throughout his journey with these girls, but also fighting against these Heretical Gods, such as Perseus, Athena, and another Campione, and a lot older than him and more experienced. It seemed he seemed to be enjoying he seemed to enjoy being a Campione. I did get that sense that he did like it to an extent. Now it was more, but it seemed more. Some sense of me says that he was part a little bit Yusuke, where he did kind of didn't want to take on certain like trivial things, but since but it's for the willingness of a friend, person that's close to him, he'll do what he has to say like what he wants, say what he thinks is right to help that person. Or how can I say this? Set aside what you might not think is worthwhile for their needs, because he's very selfless in that regards. Because he will help other people if they ask for help, or if they're in need of it. So I think I would say he did get development, and he is a likable main character. He's not hateable at all. Now, you could argue in one area where he does, but near the end he has lots of man moments. But I'm talking about one particular scene in particular where he decided to seal the deal with his lady, his main girl, and just take on the role of being, the God Slayer. And I was really proud of the character for that. But where it leaves off for me, or that infuriates people who love this series like I do, is that there's so much material that wasn't there that we like the series, like as a one-off, I don't like. I want it to be continued. Like there's so much that was left in the bag for us to freaking go, for us to watch and enjoy this series. I see you, CKC. I'm gonna let you up in 1 minute. And I find it very eerie, if not just funny, that like every YouTuber out there who's made a video about a season 2 of Campione, about they really enjoyed, they all asked where the hell is season 2. And this came out when I was in college. Like, nearing to graduate on college. I think it was my second year of college this came out, and this was one of the things to watch after I got done doing all my freaking projects and classes. Now, and I was kind of hoping it would have 24 episodes, but it only had 12. And it's just like, if it had 24, and then they probably would have got like 3 to 4 arcs. Maybe 4. I'll say 4. 4 arcs done in 24 episodes. Because technically they did 3. And it was very enjoyable with what they were able to do. But I said my piece for a little bit now. If anybody has any questions, they're welcome to come on up. CKC, I'm gonna let you on up, brother. And let me know what questions you have for me. What's up, man?
Peace to the family. How are you doing tonight, man?
I am doing fine, sir. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling all right. I'm also a content creator like yourself. I bumped into you. I believe it was it Black Trunks?
I think so.
No, not Black Trunks. No, I'm sorry, Wally. Wealth
Oh,
Talk
my man
Productions.
Wally. Yeah, my man Wally.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, Wally.
Yeah.
Wally's a good dude. We've been bumping back and forth, you know, over the months, leaving comments and watching each other's stuff. He's a very supportive cat. So when you came in one day and was saying something, I was like, okay, let me go check him out. And for the most part, a lot of the things that you spoke about, I really wasn't into, so I didn't, you know, nothing against you, and I just wanted to. I don't like to add myself to that I don't care about. You know, it's like if it hits me, then we got something in common. Even though I like to support people, it doesn't make sense to give attention to something that you're really not feeling. So when it hits you, that's when you do it. Yeah, and that's why it's genuine. You know?
Yep.
So
I'll be honest with anybody.
I watched Campione like 2 years ago, and I remember enjoying it. Like I said, it was cool. I laughed. You know, it was one of them things. Because when I find something that's good and it's already out, like the series is already done, it's on some Netflix. I just binge watch it. One boom, and you know, whatever I'm watching is going to be that till it's finished, unless it's like it's weird. If I really enjoy it, I'll stop. I'll just stop just so I can look forward to watching something later on. If
watching some more?
Yeah. You know?
I feel you on that, man. I mean, for me, I tell people, like I said, invest something that you really, really like. For me, Campione, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There was just something to look forward to after college, bro. I was just like, yo, man, I'm gonna get done with my projects. I can't wait to watch this. Of course, I put my work first, but once I got done with it, I got done with it correctly. I said, I'm about to hop on this so I can watch 2 episodes, bro. And I just flat out enjoyed it, man. I'm like, yo, I need more of this. Like, this is really entertaining. And also, I did want to touch up on you guys, tell the inner audience this. Guys, there's a lot of Greek mythology in here, and I do love that about the series. That's what kind of sets it apart from everything else. Like, bro, you literally have Greek gods. Literally, everybody has. That was the main thing. The attraction that got me to watch it was that I'm like, wait, he gets powers of Greek gods and things like that, but not just him. Other people like rock different ones. Like the old dude had like technically he had Egyptian authorities. He had like a Greek one, then he had an Egyptian one. I was like, yo, okay, this is beast. This old man is like boss. Like, like, okay, this is a good right now. Like, he's actually giving the main character a hard time because, like, bro, like you're using abilities you haven't fully mastered, but this is a good way to like toughen you up and like get you to understand that, like, dude, they're gonna be people who have abilities you haven't come across yet that sometimes just you having that one ability can't compensate for everything. So, I like stuff like that when you incorporate Greek mythology because I'm a sucker for it. Like you can always hook me in with it.
You're a God of War fan, I assume.
Hey man, I love Kratos. Yo, if somebody got Kratos and shit, I'd be like, okay, I'm watching this.
They still haven't done him justice yet, which is a shame.
That's
like bringing him to some animation, some serious. They haven't done him justice yet. I'm waiting for it.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, the God of War games. I'll say that right now. Like they could just make that into one big ass. Don't make it a live action. You could make it a live action movie, but trust me, with us fans out there, I'm damn near an elitist, and you just got to get a perfect casting and just make it really damn good.
See, the thing is, right? It's one of those things that people might wish not to see because they know they're not going to get it right, like you're saying. But
yeah, exactly.
Here's what I'm saying. The game is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta.
You're not wrong.
It's like if you was to do that live action, you'd have to have him, like, say for example, when he's fighting Kronos.
Yeah,
you'd have to have something that the actor is running and doing, even though it's ridiculous as it's gonna have to be that way. And if they don't do it that way, like they, you know, some budget saving bullshit where instead of him being a giant, he's just a big tall dude and shit. They can't do that. They can't do that with this, man. They gotta really take the extreme.
It has to be on some Wrath of the Titans or Clash of the Titans shit, something like that, where like they like really giant creatures. Except Kratos would have to be moving fast and not slow, like Perseus and things like that.
Yeah.
It had to be like dynamic scenes. Is what I'm
Definitely.
thinking.
Definitely.
Yeah, kind of like if you watch, anybody watches The Matrix, and like you know how they have like fast but like super slow scenes whenever they're showing a kick or a block or you dodging something. It had to be like dynamic scenes like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like whenever he's getting ready to come in for an attack with the chains and things like that, like yeah. So yeah, like I'm thinking like very action based but very dynamic scenes. You're gonna have to do that well.
Did
And
you
also
play all of them?
Say it again.
Did you play all of them?
Yes. It took me a long time. I had to go back, play the old one. Then I had to go, like I said, I had to, just go to my cousin's and just play the rest at his place because he had them all there. I spent the whole 2 months? Yeah, it was 2 months. Yeah, it was 2 months there with him. And then I just got to play all the freaking God of War games for that shit from beginning to end. That was a marathon, is all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Holy.
So all of them, even the Chains of Olympus and Ghosts, all of that, even those two.
Yep. Yep. I go lie, man. I felt like I was marathoning The Godfather. All three of them motherfuckers, like 3-hour movies and shit. I was like, God damn, this is long. But I enjoyed it though.
I ran through each one of those games, and you know what? Call me sentimental, right? When PlayStation 3 was out and they was doing the ratings and all of that, I'll try to get platinum on almost all my games. It's a bad habit because it's a big time waster, but I was trying to do that, right? And especially the ones that I love. So I platinumed all of the God of War games that were available at the time, including the newest one. And then when the 4 came out, I got the new one. But I say all of that to say I follow the story, I grow with the character, but I didn't like the last one that much, man. I mean, it was a good game. Don't get me wrong, but I still can't get over the fact that they made you slow down. Because I like that rapid pace, man. That damn near Devil May Cry type. You know, that's what I was used to. And then they make everything slow down. Why you do that? Why you do that? And
actually, if you throw that in there, I do agree with you. I wasn't so the last game, I do agree with you. It wasn't as great as the other ones, to be honest. Like, I played it just to play that one because I'm like, I might be enjoying that particular story set, whatever. But the other stories are just better. This is good for what it is. If it was just a one-off, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, it wasn't as great as the other thing. Like I think the other ones just hit like, you know, hit that core of like what a guy just loves to play, whether it be a young boy or older boy. Like he gets this shit. Like this is really entertaining. The story is really, really good. I'll be honest, when you're a kid, you didn't give a damn about story. When you turn into an adult, it's like, okay, I need a good like scenario or a good story behind this. If not, then it's just kind of like I'll just play it for the action, and that's simple. That's technically what Prince of Persia was for me at the time. Okay. Yeah, and since we got into Devil May Cry, man, like I love those particularly because like I think so it's 3, 4, and then 5, like the final one. But I think everyone unanimously will agree that not 4, but 3 is the best one, and then
3.
You know. I think 3.
Right.
I'm in agreement.
However, let me just make sure I get the numbers right. 3 is the one where he kills Zeus, right?
Yes, the one where
and then you had to fight Hercules.
Yeah. You still fight Virgil, but you fight Virgil, but he gets taken control of, all that nonsense jazz, and then he doesn't remember who he is, and he's an option. That's right. So and you have to kill Zeus. So that one had the best, in my opinion, the best fight mechanics of all the games. I mean, I did shit in that game that I could only imagine. And the thing that I liked was that I imagined doing it and I did it on the fly in midair. And I've never been able to do anything like that ever again. That was the perfect combat system because you could switch between the gauntlet weapon style to the chain style all in midair before you hit the floor, in mid combo sometimes. And I remember while I was playing it, I was fighting Hercules, and
you know, he's a cheesy bastard, so he wants to get his little minions to fight you at the same time because he can't beat you.
Yeah.
So you can use the speed from one character that you took, you jump up in midair, and use the wings to dash across the screen because you got the wings from what's his name, Icarus. And while you're up there, you can whip pull the chains out and do a cyclone. I mean, all of these moves within split seconds of each other, and they mesh so. I never had so much fun. When I was whipping Hercules,
you get addicted to it after a while.
When I was whipping Hercules' ass, right? When I did that combo to escape the men and then knock the shit out of him, I paused the game, put the controller down, and ran somewhere. I'm not playing. I had a chill in my spine. I never felt like that before.
Hey man, listen, that was your kid. Listen, that was your inner kid coming out, bro. Just saying, F it, bro. Let's have some fun, bro. Because you go crazy with it. Even with the new Devil May Cry like 5, and like you get to get the motorcycle for Dante, just spin that motherfucker. I just spam that. I love that. Fun to do that. The motorcycle? Oh hell yeah, that's awesome. And if I'm Virgil, bro, I love the Judgment cut. That shit's so dope. It's like this man just cut through reality and just dude, the game mechanics and just the move sets and stuff like that, like it's really freaking good, like really really good, man. I that's one of the games that I can go away smiling just saying that, like, I'm happy I played it. Yeah,
man, that's what you look for, that feeling. You don't get it often, but when you do,
you don't, really though. I mean, like, I get sometimes I play a Sonic game every now and then because Sonic game just had the music and the stages and it's just like, and you just like going like not subsonic but like supersonic speed on the game, and you just be seeing the freaking visuals turn like blurs and lines. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, it's mesmerizing. It's nice to get into that. I mean, if you fully immerse yourself into the music, into the scenery, and you're in the game, all the music is playing, it's something else. It's something else.
And that's one of the reasons why I do like some animes more often. Not when they have like the fighting animes where you're really into it to where like, they start off basic, but then the choreography gets like sick. Whereas like one dude's falling down and these so those particular fight that I showed JVJ, Wally, all of them off stream, and it's really called so the two fighters are named Homura and Mami, and there's literally it's probably one of the best gun battles I've ever seen in a freaking anime, and it's crazy because like they're like free falling, they're doing all these shots, moving all the way around and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, and I told my friend, what this is? This is a contest of skill because they're pretty much evenly matched. The only difference is it's just a matter of like, okay, whoever, like, it's a matter of who fucks up first. Yeah, is gonna lose. Because like I said, if it's that close, it's just a matter of somebody slipping or one F up, just like in boxing, one slip up. Yeah, and then they got your ass.
But that's when your training takes over.
Yeah. And exactly.
The training is for the times when you make mistakes, not for when you're doing good.
Right, you're actually learning. I'll say this: if it was your first fight against this person, then your coach's going to lose. If they're more experienced than you, but if it's one of those like we're so evenly, like we're even, okay.
Yeah.
I know how you think. You know how I'm gonna think. It's gonna take some outside of this box type stuff to work on, for something to work on either of us, And if I can get you to slip, then I have a chance of winning and beat you. So that I kind of like that about evenly fights. Like I said, I'm waiting for the one person to F up when I'm watching it. That's what I'm thinking. Who's gonna slip up first? The one girl who has an anger compulsive problem, or the girl who is really reserved and keeps to herself and is just like a machine. And so like when you pay attention, like I'd say you have to take personalities into effect. You got to take into like whatever course they do before they start a battle or during a battle. So things like that. So whenever that's being showed on a particular form of medium, instead of like reading it, it's very entertaining. Even in comic books, when we get to read some of this stuff, you always wanted to see how it looks animated, like Wolverine versus Hulk. And that's an animated movie, yeah. Like actually, Oh yeah, my bad. Not being censored, and him actually stabbing the heck out of him with his claws.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I've been wanting to see. You can't tell me these claws he hasn't hurt nobody. Get out of here. I'm like, I'm not prepared to believe that. Yeah. I hate to say it, man, but like, F the kids, bro. I want to see that because I know damn well he says no chance without those things.
You know, throughout time, it always annoyed the hell out of me when I seen shows. I don't care if it's made for kids or not. I don't want to see nobody with a sword unless something's getting cut. All right, it don't make no sense. I don't want to see no cut the curtain rope so the drapes can fall on somebody. I don't want to see. I don't want to see no corny crap like that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I hated seeing that. I really, and then X-Men, this cat. And one time, they let this cat let loose when the Sentinels came after him, and he could start. They showed that cool shit where I think he landed on the Sentinel's shoulder and slid down slowly, and then clawed his way back up.
Clawed his way back up. Yeah, exactly. That's what he would do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Wolverine slashes through people and through robots and stuff like that. The thing is, it took. I'll be honest. I think it took maybe Logan the movie, and also animated movies we see of him just slashing through stuff. Stuff that he would do. I'm like, wow, he really put his claws through freaking Bruce Banner. I love just to get him transformed into the Hulk and stuff like that, or he sliced off Deadpool's arm into pizza rolls. So I was just like, yeah, bro. I'm just like, this is that to me is more realistic, more often than not. Everybody says, well, because demographic. Well, I don't really care. It to me, dude, I've always said this, but a sword's still a sword. I don't understand. It cuts you. You get damaged by that cut if it cuts you. The series I'm about to name now, because I will talk about that one sooner or later, but. All the chicks in that world have weapons that slash through their clothes that literally shows their titties. And guys, don't worry, the stream is R-rated, so don't worry. I'll take care of it afterwards. But literally, it's they're slashing each other at fast speeds and stuff like that, and it's just it's only to the point where okay, that should happen. And then I'm like, you have people who argue me, well, yes, the demographic is made for adults. Yes, I know it's made for adults because they wouldn't show that otherwise. And not to mention bloods like that or arms getting cut off and things like that. They literally show limbs being cut off. They are like, that's wild, but it's realistic.
Yeah.
Now they might go hobby-curie with it, but they know what audience they're catering to, which is us, the adult audience, because we like that type of stuff. I'll even Cyber Edge Punk Runners, when I did a review of that's based off a game, and that's all adult. It's not that teenager type demographic. It's more for the adults, because you're dealing with cybernetics, and someone's taking taking a spine out and putting robotics in it. I'm like, God Christ.
Yeah. Hey, before I forget, the two questions I wanted to ask you was number one, since you went to Japanese culture, you know what the tsundere is, right?
Yeah, I know what tsundere is, brother. We have a bad history with this. Well, not with the word, but with just the characters. I remember I had a bad history with it.
Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you was, because it's been there and it keeps coming back, are you tired of it, or do you not care? Because it's like a trope. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's done. Yeah, it's why is she like that? Oh, because they wanted to make it that way. There's no reason for her to be that way other than someone wanted to make it that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's
and also it was a show that So at first I was actually on board with you when just like everybody else in America, yo, bro, she's such a bitch. Nobody wants this bitch. I swear to you. So I had that same thought process, but I know why. There's different archetypes. So it's not just tsundere. There's hime-dere, ku-dere. We have some other ones, but those ones are there's different ones. There's an emotionless girl who doesn't really say much. She's just really just like
that chick from Eva. Stoic. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's like a stoic girl, and I'm like, okay. And then you have the freaking the shy girl, which is the girl that doesn't really speak as much, which is the Hinata girl. If you might watch Naruto, that's Hinata full. But and then you got the loudmouth girl, which is Sakura, which is a tsundere bitch. Mm-hmm. But I've always hated.
Okay, yeah. Okay. At first, when they first came out, I
Was not a fan of these girls,
but when they started to change because of the man, then I was okay.
Then it got better. If they didn't have the capacity to change, to like calm calm that shit down, like that ass.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I ain't gonna say that online because that's too wild to say that, but
or what I would do. But it was a matter of like them trying to put him in the story. Okay, we know she has a bunch of bullshit crap going on in her life, but also she's this towards not just dudes to ladies too, to where like she'll pick fights with people. Like she's small, but she's a tiger. Hence the series Toradora, where the girl just wasn't raised by her, was let down by her dad. Her mom and dad are both no shows in her life. Like, yeah, it's just like things that make them become that way. But at first, when they're first created, it was just more so they're just like that just to be like that. So at least like if you give me a reason why like that, okay. Does it make them more like it? But now I understand that. Like, give me some context. Because CKC, the thing is like you gotta. I tell people like I need context with anything, bro. You can't tell me they just mad for the sake of being mad, and they never explain it. And I'm like, yo, then get rid of this character, man. I don't need her here. Like seriously.
But there's been shows that do it.
A woolly woman. I don't need a woolly woman. Is what I'm saying.
But I don't. Yeah. But now I think they've been doing. No, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, brother. But I'm saying I think they were done a lot better now. With some of the ones I can name, Raku guy. What is that in English? Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Check that one out. She is completely different.
Say the name again.
Like, the English title for it is Chivalry of a Failed Knight. That one is really good.
What about? Because I might have seen it, I just don't remember the name. Tell me what it's about.
Okay, so I'll say. So it was the dude. So it was really. So it was the about the exiled dude from his family and the princess from a different country, and he battles her in the first episode, and they're actually roommates. That's what it is.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, check that one out. That one's really good. And actually was surprisingly good action, good romance, and a good storyline, especially with the dude who actually yo, you were talking about a man. This dude is a man, dead ass. He comes off as a cool dude. He's a laid back dude, but he's like built, cut, and also he's like, yo, I worked hard for this. My family, my father never once ever appreciated me. So it's like, whatever, dude. I don't care. I'm gonna do my own thing with my own life and just do what I gotta do. But more like that. But more so the best thing I can recommend to men, especially black brothers, to a character that might resonate with us if we've been born in the hood and things like that. Watch the Yu Hakusho. Watch that. He's the perfect. If none of you boys come like to Yusuke, who had a deadbeat alcoholic mom and a no-show dad, or either of the two, something like that, then trust me, you go regret. And he's a 14-year-old street punk. He doesn't fit in with school, none of that stuff. And I love that. And I will full on do a stream dedicated to that. I won't even talk about characters. I'll just talk about the messages from that freaking series, because there's a lot to take in from that series. And I'm a 91 kid, and I'm 31 now, and I still resonate with what was shown on that screen. To how the street kid went through a whole life change.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm not trying to denounce the mighty. I'm not even gonna say the name of it, right? But Akira Toriyama's work to me is more impressive as far as a storyline. Yu Yu Hakusho is better than the other. I mean, it's much more meaningful as far as the character growth. It did get a little repetitive at the end, but it's okay. You know, that doesn't take.
No, it did. It did. I agree with you on that. Yeah, it did.
It didn't take away from the story, and it made me the most happy because it was one of the first shows that I saw that they let a man be a man and kiss his woman.
Yo, CKC, bro, I might need you on for that Yu Hakusho stream, brother. we're gonna have to plan that whatever day you free, my man. Like, I would love to have you on. First of all, see, no cat that didn't like romance or didn't understand the difference between a boy and a girl at that age wouldn't understand that shit. I got that shit when I was 16, so I understood some dynamics. But the fact that you said that, I'm like, this brother knows. He knows. Let a man be a man. And actually let him grow up. Number one is what, which is what his whole issue was. Like, he had a whole lot of things going on with him, particularly. Everybody says he has a street punk attitude, or more so like, that brat routine is what adults would call them. But it's like, Yusuke was one of those cats. He was like Nino Brown. He was like one of those guys you didn't want to run into. Like, he would fight. I didn't give a damn who you was. I was like, okay. First of all, it seems like, okay, he's cool, but we shouldn't do that to the adults because we actually been raised right. If we were like Yusuke, oh hell yeah, man, we're gonna get it jumping in here. So
I wish they would have did more of that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut your floor. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. I want to hear what you have to say.
I wish they would have showed more of the school life, him whipping that dude. I love that part of the show. When cats would just test him every so often, and he had to put beats on him. That was like my favorite part of the show, damn it.
Oh yeah, dude. Because it was the first part of the film was like street fights. Is where they're dealing with gangs and stuff. Yeah, like they actually got that on point. If I'm gonna be real, like because like with Kuwabara, with Yusuke, all that, like bro, he's just like there's gangs. These gangs had their turf. And literally, you're not supposed to step on their turf and watch. And if you did, then bro, you gotta get your ass whooped. Things like that. So like that is a thing that people don't bring up a lot. I'm like, bro, that's incorporated very well in a 90s series, bro. like bro, don't mess with the East Side guns or some shit like that. Like it's crazy.
My second question, if I may. How do you feel about and have you seen Berserk?
Okay, I'm a huge fan of Berserk, and I do love it. And shout out and rest in peace to Kentaro Miura. He passed away 2 years ago, and sad because he's one of the greatest writers ever. Literally made something that I don't think could ever be repeated again. Literally, I don't think it can be repeated with what he's done.
Now, how do I feel about it?
Well, one of the greatest written series of all time. It's not for everybody, but it woke me up to a lot of things. I was like, wow. I think that so I'll tell you my experience. The first time because people were talking about this online, they never spoiled anything for me. They just talked about, they kind of like danced around stuff. But I was like, okay, I gotta check this out. This was like in 2012. I think I was on my second to last semester this time.
Okay.
And because I graduated 2013, and you know what? So this was a Saturday I did this. I had to go do some extra work and knock that all out. I was in the library. I was literally reading Berserk. When it got to the part where the demons came in on the freaking the Band of the Hulk, I was like, I literally started sweating. When the scenes with Casca, I started sweating. I was like, wow, why am I sweating right now? I never read anything like this. And then what happens to her? I was like, damn. I was like, bro, that's my mind up for a good, not a month, for a damn good few weeks. I was like, wow. So I put the book down for a while. Then after, it kind of like melted out of my mind, I went back to reread it. And I shouldn't have, because I'm like, you think I can see something like that, you can read it, but I'm like, well, obviously it's not depicting that as good, it's depicting that as terrible and atrocious what happened to her.
Yeah.
But I continued, I kept reading it, and then as I went along, I realized, Guts is my favorite character, man. This character's been through shit, way worse than Yusuke, but like I would say similarities. But it's just like I said, like the nth degree is just like done to him so expeditiously, to the point where it's like, man, I hope he succeeds in his missions, and once he's done, he can settle down with his lady.
Yes,
that's what I actually want for him.
Yes,
the both of them.
You know what I was imagining, because when I heard that this cat passed away, it hit me hard like everybody else because the story wasn't finished. So I imagine what a person would do if they were to attempt to do something. Because I heard his best friend, the one who helped him with some of his stuff early on, he's gonna do some of it and try and carry on and shit.
Yeah, I did hear that, and a couple of chapters have dropped because of that.
But the thing about what I was thinking was maybe, and this sounds kind of fucked up, but I was thinking maybe he would actually, because he's been collecting those egg of the king, right?
Yep, the Helens. Yep,
he's been collecting them joints, and I'm thinking maybe in not a last ditch effort, but some kind of way he's gonna actually access the power of that shit, and because he's whipping so much ass and murdered off so many of them, they're gonna offer him the seat again, and he might take it on some God of War shit and start murdering their ass off on their level. That would actually be kind of an end to the story, so that they wouldn't have to go through this fucking torment no more. Like he would sacrifice his own body for everybody else, not having to deal with these demonic bastards, and he'd go after them on their own, on the demonic level, like they are, on God level.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
And see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did have that. Because I thought about that, like, because I thought about it like similar to Game of Thrones situation. Like that's how effed up might be. He might just say like, okay, I put this character through enough. He's been, raped, tortured. I got his eye out, lost his girl. Like, maybe I might have him die, like, pass away in peace. Mm-hmm. Or I can have him, go out like Spartacus, probably. Mm. So sacrifice, so I could save these people, but deal with these people on another level. There's nothing, like trust me, I don't know how the story's gonna end, but literally, trust me, I don't think it'll be a good ending.
Plus,
I think
another reason.
Yeah.
Another reason for him to make that kind of decision is that he'd be able to restore Casca's mind to her instantly, like make her look at normally. That would make him do it.
Yeah,
that would make him do it. I bet you. Put those two things together on the side of making that decision. I think he would, and he'd go after their ass, and he'd take care of everything.
No, he would. No, you're right. He would. Trust me. He'd give anything to get rid of the God hand, and Griffith too. Because I told my friend, they all gotta go. Because trust me, that one, I'm gonna talk about it. That freaking voluptuous chick with the tits and all that, like
yeah.
He had a hard time trying to kill her, and she was made of like troll guts and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy. And yo, Wally's here, bro. How you doing, Wally? And Wally, thanks for throwing CKC over here, brother, man. Like he's a great dude. He knows it, very knowledgeable, man. He knows his stuff, man. Knows Yu Yu Hakusho, knows freaking Berserk. Shout out to him. And Campione. Like, dude, trust me. I like people who know their stuff. And they kind of like know their craft, and they've studied it. And more often than not, once they I guess like when you've had like an example or quote unquote a look at the material. And if it intrigues you, it intrigues you. If it doesn't, then it's kind of like, go look for some more material that may pique your interest in your mind. And I'm like, and even with the light novel series of Campione, I told people, bro, it's nothing. I tell people it's nothing like the show. It's this boy legit has sex with all four of his wives, literally, and one of them, and he knocked up his main girl. I was like, I'm proud of this boy. I'm proud of this boy. He and not only that, I'm talking about like other stuff that wasn't shown. So what's in the books, guys. So I'm gonna get a little spoilers. If you're like novel, you've been warned, whatever. But he actually learns from like these people outside of just outside of Japan. Like there's one, he goes to China, and there's literally this Chinese freaking Campione chick that teaches him, takes him under his wing. This cat knows hand-to-hand combat, and teaches him to be stronger and better. And I was like, yo, he was already good, and this girl was already following, but he became more of a leader and just more dangerous. And I was like, bro, and he actually learned what life was kind of like was all about. more often than not. After learning from like because in Chinese Hong Kong movies and things like that, they really show you to be one with yourself and stuff. That's what he got taught.
Yeah.
That type of stuff where it's like you add on to what you already know, and then you come. So it's kind of like you already have you, but you learn that and you add it to what you have now, and it kind of melds with your mind, and you come up with a different perspective and a different outlook on things. Doesn't mean you're one of them, but you're something else, completely different. And
I agree, Kat.
And that's one of the things that I love about the light novels, man. I'm like, yo, this dude is a man. He's doing stuff, trying to establish an empire and stuff like that. Trying to literally have a life for his kids. And quote unquote spoilers to anybody who hasn't read it, but he, like I said, his main girl who he knocked up, he actually had twins, and because of certain enemies or quote unquote the power that they were producing, they couldn't live in that world particularly, so they had to put them in a different dimension, a different world, to where they can and the thing is they were to remain there until they're teenagers, at least until they can find a way to see each other again. He's like, yeah, we'll meet them. He said, we'll see them again. Like I said, we got people in different dimensions looking out for them. We just can't get over there right now. So it's just kind of like, the parents who do like, the Superman-ish thing, I guess, like, Jor-El and his wife, like, let's send our kids to a better place. More often than not, they'll be able to survive given the abilities they've got and shit like that. So it's kind of like that, going along the lines of that, except trying to be more complex and say, because the outside forces be separated from our kids. So it's just I was actually surprised they went into a story about their kids, and I was like, okay, that is fucking dope. Like trying to expand.
You don't see that very often.
It just normally ends when they got kids, and that's it.
That's one of the things. To bring up the mighty, the almighty, the series that shall not be named is one of the few that actually got generational with it, which made it more. How many shows you see that's done that in the past? There's not a lot that's popular.
Not many.
So got people think it's cartoons where the person just stays the same age for fucking 25 years, like The Simpsons.
Happy Pokemon.
You want to see some progression, So I give it credit for doing
exactly. You want to see a character grow up. Even in Beyblade, I'm talking about the original ones. They actually do get older. Because I think they're like 10 to 12 years old, and then by the later half, they're 16, but they look like 18-year-olds. At that point, it's like we actually grew up from that season 1, a group of kids, into like grown ass men.
Oh, what do you call it? Actually, recently, you're right. A lot of the shows have been getting better. I can say that from experience. Black Clover, I like what they did with the character on that.
Oh yeah, I know you like that one, man. Asta with like freaking bulking muscles and shit. Like
Black Clover, that intro sequence with him doing push-ups, that makes me want to work out. I'm serious. Not a lot of things. Man. But when I see that, I want to start busting something out. It inspires me. Just the music and him doing that sweaty push-up in the camera.
Yeah, bro.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And I'll say this too. Yeah, I say this too. When you see a young boy doing that shit, it's like, bro, you can't let that little boy put you on shame right now, man. I don't care who you are. You better get your Rocky on, bro. Do that training montage and get that shit done.
And a lot of shows do the you can do anything if you don't give up mentality, but not a lot is illustrated as much with this cat because he does so.
He works out every freaking day.
Yes, yo. Since he was a little kid.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna do sit-ups, push-ups, crunches, man.
My God, he did workouts, equal to Guts, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he did.
He's the only other cat that I've seen do as much in comparison. I might even say that he does more just because he's more ridiculous. Guts is more realistic, but the training regimen, both between the two of them, is ridiculous. He's a like 14-year-old that can bust 40-year-old men ass.
Yeah, he was 14. I think by the time I don't. They say it was like 6 months that passed, but so you can't be 14. He had to be 16 at that point. But he got swole as a mother.
motherfucking God. I was like, I'm like, dude, he just put every freaking bodybuilder to shame at a young age. Hold on, actually, I think I can pull up that image because I'm pretty sure, like people were like surprised when they watched the anime, like, what? I'm like, whoa, he got like that in 6 months. I was like, bro, what did he do? Like, he must have trained with Yami. He must have ate a lot of freaking food, like vegetables, and just to work out the decimals for like to look like that, dude. Because I'm talking about, bro. He looks like a miniature freaking man.
Yeah. Every
like
time
his
the shirt
neck,
comes,
like the necks have muscles. When I saw that, I'm like, okay, bro, you stop. That's wild.
Wally, your mic is on. You there? What's going on?
What's going on, you guys?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. What's going on?
No, we are talking about anime. I'm straying off his topic, and I apologize for that.
No, don't apologize, bro. Ask me whatever, bro. I just love cats to ask me questions about
which one.
Okay. So, let me ask you another question. Because you're paying attention to the spaces. I have a few different channels that I'm subscribed to, and some that I just passed by that talk about stuff that I like. And something struck me really weird. They have a Berserk series they put out recently, right? It's up to episode 9. I think episode 10 is coming out tomorrow. And
the Memorial. Yeah, I know you're talking about. About that.
Have you started watching it?
No, I haven't started watching that one because even though because I think they were doing those. I think they're splitting it up from the movies and making it a series. Is what they were doing.
Yeah. But basically, yeah. So when I first saw it, my instant thoughts was, okay, this is like some a kind of a Dragon Ball Kai situation where they took something that already existed and they basically adding something to make it make more sense. I'm all for that because, as you know, the movies weren't that good as far as storytelling. You know, it does encapsulate some of the elements from the novel and from the earlier series, but in and of themselves, number one, a person who didn't know about Berserk wouldn't care. But that's okay. Sometimes they do that in Japan, where they just cater to the people who know, and that's it. That's fine. But even after that, in my opinion, those movies weren't that good, and it's a damn shame. However, maybe they do need to be told in spaced out parts, and then you can get past some of the ugly CGI and just concentrate on the story because it's going where the other thing didn't. You know. Plus, they changed some things from the 97 version, which I can appreciate. I'm not mad at it at all. You know, I'm just trying to get what I wanted. You know, get that story. You know what I'm saying? Please give me some good visuals, but give me that story. Continue this. Let's keep going. To hell with the movie. Just figure out a way and keep doing this damn story. Because I'm tired of them starting and stopping. It's really annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I would love to ask this real quick. Funny enough, I actually watched some Berserk last night.
Okay. What'd you think?
And I will say, I'm pleased.
You talking about the new one?
Well, not the new one. I just started watching Berserk because Jay actually told me about it. So.
Oh, you mean the original series, the one from '97?
Yeah, starting from the whole thing. Yeah, so I didn't know.
I'm jealous. I
didn't know about Berserk at all.
I'm jealous.
I watched, so I came back down and I was like, okay, so let me watch the first episode, and I'm like, oh,
I am
this
so
is what I've been missing out on. Okay, I'm
so
intrigued.
I'm so jealous of you, man, because you get to see it for the first time. Oh man, trust me, I ain't gonna say nothing. I won't spoil it.
Yeah,
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I think Jay's having maybe a lag.
Yeah. No, I'm here. I'm here, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My nose started randomly bleeding just now. I don't know why.
Word?
But
you take care of that?
Yeah, I got it. I just had to. Sorry, I stepped
So
away for a second.
the last part that I got to, because I just did a little bit of it this morning. Mm-hmm. So I got to the part when the main character dude that be fighting, I got to the part when he was facing the that demon, right? And he was he did that lethal blow to him. First he cracked his sword, then he did that lethal blow. Then, of course, the demon transformed into a raging bull.
Okay, yeah. Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's the part I got to. Then, after that, I got to the part where the dude actually assassinated that high order dude.
Yeah, the Duke and the kid and the son. Yeah. Very deep.
Yeah.
Very deep story.
It was good.
Tell me something. Since you're watching it for the first time, have you noticed the music in it yet?
I've noticed. Yeah, I've noticed.
You know, I still listen to that soundtrack to this day, yo. No lie. And I've seen a lot of anime. I'm talking about hundreds, maybe more than 1,000 titles over the years, and there's not a lot of shows that can do that. Cowboy Bebop is one of them. This is another. As far as the soundtrack go, that the cat who did Hirosama, damn, I can't pronounce his name. But the one who did the soundtrack for that '97 series, masterful work. Every time I think about the conversations they have in the show, and that tune kicks up, the gentle one, and then when there's something treacherous going on, I mean, it's the soundtrack on that show. Oh my. It's like another character. You hear people say that when they talk about movies, but the music in that it stays with you, you know, because when you think about the time you had watching that show, when they played certain songs, especially when it get to the end, and I'm not gonna spoil nothing, I ain't gonna tell you nothing, I promise. You hear the songs, you'll remember parts of the show, and that's exactly what a soundtrack is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you remember how you felt when you watched it. You know what I'm saying? And it does it perfect. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I can add this context, because I am really intrigued with this. The moment that he fought the demon, right, and the demon warned him about what the dude had, what Griffin had, that chain thing. I was like, he looked at that laugh and said he warned the dude. I was like, okay, I'm locked in. It sold me right then and there. Because I was like, oh, I gotta see what happens.
Yeah. Let's not spoil Wally. Let's just let him see it. And hopefully,
I'm not.
For me, I always say this: you can't really spoil it because I have to know. Because you can't really visually tell me what's gonna really happen. I mean, even if you told me what happened, I have to visually see it because I would still be shocked.
That's okay.
Yeah, but
that's okay. I ain't gonna say it. I mean, that damn sure. I want you to see it.
Thank you, CKC, man. I respect you, man. Don't do it. Even if this dude just say it, I don't care. Like,
no, man. Even if he asked me, I wouldn't tell him. Even if he asked me to.
Good man. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because I know for me, the visual, I still have to look at the visual. Like, anybody could have told me, oh, Superman was in the Black Adam movie. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. But when I went to go see it, I was like, oh, okay. I still didn't, I mean, it wasn't a shocker, but it was just the fact that it was just the same dude from the other Superman movie, which didn't make no sense. But
yeah,
it wasn't no shock treatment to me. Like, it wasn't like, oh, ooh, you know, like, I still was like, okay, I see it, I was shocked, but at the same time, it was still, because the fact that they actually had the same dude versus a different dude, which was so sad. Like, but nonetheless,
Jay,
but with this,
you were saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, Wally. Go ahead.
Wally,
go ahead.
You're gonna say something? Okay. Go. CKC. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, what I was gonna say was what we was talking about before was the sound. I was saying, did you started noticing the soundtrack? Did you started noticing when certain tunes would kick in during parts of the scenes of the series? Have you started to notice it? And he said, yeah. And I was just basically saying how good it was and how it stays with you, because when you hear the music again, even outside of that, it makes you remember what you saw, and that's what the purpose of the soundtrack is. I didn't know if you heard me say that.
Purpose of the sound.
Berserk is one of those soundtracks that stands out. You know, definitely. definitely. But the reason why I brought Berserk up in the first place is because what struck me as funny is nobody's talking about it, the new show. And I'm not saying the new show is groundbreaking and it's, but the way people used to be about Star Wars is how people was about Berserk at one point. Because people before, when Star Wars wasn't coming out a lot, any little mention of it made everybody, oh, word, and then they the ears perked up and they got interested because it wasn't frequent. But since Star Wars has been in our faces for so long, nobody really cares. So, but it's like when the market is starving for something and you give them a taste, then everybody gets into a frenzy to get it. That's not really the case now. Now Berserk is coming out, and I see people's channels who actually said publicly and have over and over that they like Berserk, and nobody's talking about the new one that came out, and I'm curious as to why that is.
I'm surprised it's not been on TV, but shit.
Hold on, Wally. Well, to answer, I can answer that for you guys. So it is the Golden Age thing type, like they're doing it in episodes. It's literally the movie split. So it's not like anything new. It's just that they took the movies and split it into episodes. Those movies came out a while ago. Even I've seen them all.
Yeah.
And trust me, they're really freaking good. But the problem I think we're having is we want a continuation of where things left off. And as much as we love the Golden Age arc, it's like I want a continuation of the actual book and story. Because like I said, I ain't collecting these damn books just to read Golden Age arc. You want to see more of the story. Because to me, you don't want to use, like, if anybody's a DBZ fan, you don't want to keep saying Goku versus Frieza.
Yeah.
But they kept playing, like, you want to see what happens after and things like that, which was hell when you were a kid. But no, it was hell. But whenever you do that, it's more on the lines of like, I'm gonna get it to the audience more than that, just to get the fans something. As much as the previous anime for 2016 got shitted on because it was that good, it wasn't. Mm-hmm. I agree, it was terrible. And good opening, but I just didn't care for the shit.
But, even had a song that was all right, but other than that,
yeah, exactly. That's like, it's still not good enough. Like, no, the artwork, like, you're not doing artwork justice at all, and it's shit. So I'm not a fan of that particularly. But I do see what you're saying when it comes to why people aren't excited for it. I guess this new age, they're just interested in the newer item. I mean, most cats who are, I guess, young now don't know series like Berserk. Even though one of the biggest controversies with it is that it has grape in it. But I think there's more. But there's more good.
Oh no! Please tell me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rose cat.
Yeah. See, this is why I wish he had the Wi-Fi in his room and then connected it to the cord, but sad enough because he's running on Wi-Fi.
I haven't gotten that advanced myself yet. I mean, I just started using this room. As you know, I don't come on very often. But
you're right.
Wednesday night, I came on for the first time, to say what's up to everybody and let them know what I look like, over that, because they kept asking me. But he was talking about a show that I seen, so I just came on.
Yeah, he's calling me right now. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so you gonna restart?
Hold on, while you're in charge of the stream, my internet had to restart.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed. No problem, man. I'll hold it down for you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, he's gonna come back. He has to restart. Usually that's what happens.
That's okay. He's good. Me and him is having a cool conversation, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't never get to talk about this shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm subscribed. That's why I tell people, hey, look, man, please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Because we try to get a lot of people over here when it comes to anime.
The first time this was recently, because you recently started putting out more videos. So this was like in the last month or so, last 2 months. When he was on a stream with you, and you said something to him, and he said he's a black dude like that. I said, anime? What? And as soon as you said that, I subscribed to him in that instant, just because he was down. However, the stuff that he was talking about was a little out of my depth. Not to say that it was bad or anything. It's just like this, there's certain shows that I won't watch, and I haven't watched, and I'm not really that interested in. So, but when he mentioned something that I was like, okay, I seen that one. I figured I'd come and check it out. So that's where I'm in now.
Right. Because we also got it on Twitch as well. So, because my thing is, one of the further long lines of the ideas that we're doing or we plan on doing is because we already know that YouTube, they will flag whatever we put out because it's owned by other people and corporations. So what we're gonna do was we're gonna show it on Twitch, and at least on Twitch they won't flag us for it. So it's like we can just show bits and clips of the video or just the whole thing. We just go through it and you show it and then everyone can see it. And then it's like, oh, okay, we can see this. But we also have some websites that you can go to for sure too. I'm gonna build on that, and because there's literally websites you can go back and go look at the stuff. Because that's how I did it. I go to a free website and I go watch it, and I can bench watch the whole season.
No doubt.
Yeah. But just watch because it's really one of because. He gave me a list, and I was like, all right, you know what? I remember just putting in anime or animations, and then after that, I just put it in there, and then I just tried to see something. And I noticed, they showed Berserk. I was like, okay, he's been telling me this, so let me look at this, right? And it automatically sent me to the latest season because I did Aspect 22, and. I was like, okay, so how much season? I was like, damn, this has 9 seasons. I'm like, okay, let me take my behind back to season 1, episode 1. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, man, I'm starting to look at this. I'm like, this dude, oh man, this dude's good.
Well, let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you the good news. This is kind of like, I knew this girl. I don't talk to her anymore, but she was like, I always heard about, because she didn't pay attention to science fiction or nothing until she saw the first Lord of the Rings series, the first 3 movies. So she was like, oh my God, is Star Wars like this? Because people can talk about Star Wars for years. And around this time when this conversation happened, the prequel movies were coming out. So she's like, I want to see them in order. So I'm gonna wait for the prequels to come out, and I'm gonna watch the prequels first, and then I'm gonna watch the new ones, the old ones after. I was like, all right. Do what you do, So she watched them, and by the time she got to Return of the Jedi, she was like, "Is this what all of this is about?" So she didn't get it, right? I don't even know if she got to Return of the Jedi. I think she might have got to A New Hope, and then she just like, I don't know. But here's the good news for you. Once you get into the story. Because you're getting into it now, you can go through the 97 series, and once that's done, you can start watching the one that's on now. It's up to episode 9. They're gonna put out episode 10 tomorrow, I believe, and that will help bridge the gap between the years as far as what happens chronologically. Because what the interesting thing they did in the series that you're watching is they started kind of at the end, and then they rewound to the beginning. Right. However, there's a good chunk of the story that they don't tell for budgetary reasons and all of that. And when you get there, you'll know. But it doesn't take anything away from what you're watching. So you're lucky because if you was to continue and watch the series that's on now, right after you finish this one, you'll be able to continue along. And dare I say, once this one is done, you'll be able to go and watch the one that came out in 2016. Now, as far as the storyline goes, that's a pretty good deal, considering you're just getting in. That's why I said I'm jealous of you, because you get to do all of this right now in order. Nothing can stop. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like you get the heroin fix. You're smacking your arm. Like, I need to see this. When I first watched this, in the 90s, I had to watch them as they came out, and it was so painful to wait week after week, and all I could get was, oh man. Ooh, I was like a fiend, man. Crack fiend, heroin, whatever. Y'all smacking my arm like, yo, I need my fix. When is this coming out? I had to do things to forget so I can surprise myself later. I'm like, oh yeah, but Oh man, so you get to do it all in once. I'm really envious of you right now. Very envious. It's a damn good series.
And the thing about me is I just love doing it from the standpoint of just sitting back, and then I'll be like watching it, and I'm so intrigued to the point like I know I'm gonna finish it one time, and I'm be like, yeah, I need to go back again because now I need to look for some clues. I'll do it. Like I'll literally watch it as a fan, and then I'll watch it for some clues. But I got to.
Yeah, and you'll appreciate the scenes that get redone because the one that's on now kind of retells some of the story that you're watching now, and then it adds to it. And you know, not enough exactly to 100% bridge from this series to the one that came out in 2016, but it's good enough in my opinion because, like I said, this took a long time to come out. 97 to now, how many years is that? Jesus. 92 to now be 30, so 97. I can't do math in my head. Hold on. What is that? How many years is that? I gotta calculate it. How many years from 97 to now? How many years is that?
Oh, okay, hold on.
There it goes. I just put Windows 11 in 2 days ago. I'm still getting used to it.
1970. You said 1977 or 90 or 97?
No, 1997.
Oh, 25 years.
25 years. Okay, so it took 25 years to get to this point. And from when the 97 joint ended, nobody saw nothing until like I think it was 2012 or 2014 when the movies came out. All that time, all you had was the manga to deal with, which is not a curse, but if you don't have the time and if you don't know about it, then you just have to go without. Then the movies came out, and then in a couple years passed, and maybe 2 or 3 years passed. Then the other series came out, and you got a little 2-year run of that. So they've been letting it out little by little because the guy who created it, Kentaro Miura, he's very particular. He is very particular with his stuff. He made another series called Bastard that they turned into an anime. Yeah, that's the name of it, Bastard the Exploding Wizard. All of the characters are based off of 80s rock bands. No bullshit. Like the main character's name is Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. They got who else is in there? Quiet Riot is the name of one of his spells that he uses. It's wild, but yeah, he made that. He made Berserk, and he's very particular about who does his translations and stuff. Like for some reason, he was upset with the 97 one. I heard, so because of that, he didn't just want to license his thing to anybody and have it come out not the way he wanted it. He was very particular with that. So I'm very grateful to get what I get. Because we might not have got nothing compared to what we got so far. Does that lower the bar? Yeah. Am I playing favorites? Yes, I am. I'm not even gonna lie. Because a lot of people wouldn't accept. Most people don't accept the quality that they've been getting so far. But I love the story so much. I'll take what I can get because I know I can't do the damn thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Jay, you back for a moment. So let me take a step out real quick because I need to do something real quick, and I'll come back.
All right, brother, I got you.
I'm gonna be right here. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I got you. Nah, but it's different. It's just different when I'm on the phone. But nah, man. I heard what you said, and like I said, having to wait for stuff sometimes is a pain in the ass. I kind of like having to binge everything now that I'm older, because I think it's just more fun to do that. So, for example, if I were to watch Campione again, I'll have a day off. I'm binging that whole shit. I'm ordering pizza or something, or I already have my pre-cooked meals here. Don't tell them I'm gonna stop it when I need to go to, take a leak, go get my food, all that shit. And I'm just about to just chill.
Hey, listen, like I said, I've been watching this shit for decades. So, if you want to go, if you want to go list for list, I can give you the top. But you know what the thing is? You sound seasoned, so you already know you probably know the names I'm gonna say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a '91 kid, by the way. So, like I said, I got a lot of anime experience ahead of some people sometimes.
All right. Yeah. since we're on topic, right? Let me see. I'm not good at counting, but in no particular order. Top 10, right? Off the top of my head. And I can change this later, but just for now. No particular order. Full Metal Alchemist, both series. Cowboy Bebop. Berserk. Samurai Champloo.
Yeah. You got all the old classics on here. That's 4.
Well, yeah, that's 4. Now I'm getting drawn a blank because that was all Toonami craziness. Let me get deeper. Oh, okay. Death Note.
All right.
Let's see. I like Monster also.
Oh, Monster. Okay. Naoki Urasawa. That's his name. I think that's his name. The creator. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I liked it. Mostly the anime presentation made me feel. I felt included, and I hate to use that word because of the times we live in now. But whenever a show goes out of their way to mention pop culture references that don't have nothing to do with Japan, it always catches my attention. Like when Cowboy Bebop was talking about Charlie Parker, I was like, "Whoa!" It's like I was doing something else, and I instantly turned toward the TV when I heard that name, and it made me pay attention more. You see what I'm saying? And like in Monster, there was a scene where one of the characters were in a bar. And they was playing Love and Happiness by Al Green. No bullshit. I was like, oh. And I think something about it. That instantly drew me in. So I got to give that one credit. Let's see. What else? Oh, Gantz. Gantz was a damn good show. The anime, the manga's better. But Gantz was good.
Manga's better. Way better.
Yeah,
okay. So, yeah, man, like the Laura Croft lookalike that the main character smashed, I was like, bro.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
She looked just like Tomb Raider Laura Croft.
Tenju Tengi was good also, even though it's kind of
Tenju Tengi? Yeah, you gotta read the
one.
manga for that one. It took me forever, but I did read it. I think that was 5 years ago. I did that. Yeah. Yeah, way better than the anime at that point. Like, yeah. Yeah.
What else? Let's see. Because I'm digging in the crates now. Let me see. I liked Code Geass.
Yes, I was hoping you were gonna name that one. Code Geass is really great.
Yeah, man. The strategy and all. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a stream about that one too.
No doubt.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of stuff to talk about. Like, it ain't like Campione where 12 episodes. I'm talking about that's like 2 seasons of episode 24 episodes. That's a lot of shit to go over.
The first, that first story arc when it reached this conclusion, I almost wanted to applaud because it's like nobody would ever say what the reality is, but this cat did it, and it made sense. And as foul as it was effective. I applaud.
It worked.
I sat there clapping my hands. I was like, wow.
I clapped my hands. He actually achieved what most dudes failed to achieve.
Hell yeah. So that was a good one.
And let's give this man some credit. He did it for his little sister and for people at the end.
Yep.
His disabled, handicapped sister. I was like, bro, yeah, dude, I'd make it work for my sister too. She's the only family I got. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
See, that's when somebody cares about writing a story. You know. Speaking of story, what is that shit called? Juni Koki. 12 Kingdoms, 13 Kingdoms. What was it? Something 12 Kingdoms.
12 Kingdoms?
You ever seen that? Yeah, you ever seen that?
Damn it, hold on. I'm pretty sure that's on Amazon.
It's about two high school girls, and they get transported into like this other dimension where it's like, you know, the feudal times, and there's magic and sorcery and all this other shit. And one of them is supposed to be the ruler of one of these kingdoms and shit. And the other one is just there.
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
And the main character got red hair and shit. I like that show so much that proved to me that I can watch a show with a female character and not be bothered because.
Oh yeah, bro. Dude, there's plenty of them you can watch with them. Even my Hime, you can watch my Hime, bro. Shit. Deep. That's all girls, but the dudes do exist in that series. They do exist.
Yeah.
It's just more like the main girl has like an alien dragon that was like dope as fuck. I was like, yo, and it spits fire.
Man,
man, that's a great show. That's a great series. I actually enjoy my Hime.
Another one that some people have a problem with because of the way it looks, the art is so dated, is but it's long, which is good for people who like to watch long shit. There's Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
My man. Yang. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say one thing. One person's name, Yang Winley. That's my dude.
Hell yeah. Don't want to do it, but he does, so he has to, so he does it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
What happened to Yang? Yeah.
Speaking of that characteristic, I like Gate and Gate 2. If you ever seen those.
Yeah, I've seen those. They're pretty good. Gate,
the main character of Gate, I loved it. I love that portrayal. That's a trope that I love to see over and over. The dude who don't want to do it. That's John McClane. You know what I'm saying? He's here. He's the only one here. Like, I got to do this shit again. And he just gets to it because he has to, not because he wants to. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking for trouble, but the shit finds him. And that's how that cat is in Gate. And that's how Yang Winley is in Legends of the Galactic. I like that show. I like shows that just. I was watching that series, and one of the episodes started off because it's in the middle of a war, and they just said, "This is such and such. He died on this day. This is the reason why we're talking about him instead of anybody." And they tell you a story about some insignificant dude in the middle of the army, and I love that. I mean, you could do that forever if you really wanted to. You know, if you had a show about a war that's going on, you could just stop the main conflict and talk about the people who don't have nothing to do, and you could make it interesting. Theoretically, you could do a show like that for a long time because the stories outside of the main characters are sometimes more interesting than that because it's like you already know who they are. They're just kind of written into the show, and more than likely they're not going to get hurt because they got to keep them in the. But these other people, you know what I'm saying, and how they connect to it, that's where a lot of the drama lies. I wish they would do that more often.
That's actually not a bad pick. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I like shows that don't necessarily have to have action every second. You know, it's all about the story. You know, all about the story. Let's see what else. Since I got your attention, that was good. Of course, Fist of the North Star. You know, with the old school cats. You know, the original series, the movies.
Yeah, Outlaw Star. That's one.
Outlaw Star was good too. Yeah, let me not forget about that. That one was cool too. Outlaw Star was one of the shows next to Cowboy Bebop that maybe give English voice actors a chance because at one time I wouldn't watch anything in English because these cats would get the UPS guy and hand a mic over to him and say, "All right, you and the secretary, let's run these lines for this anime," and that's exactly how it sounded. It made me sick, you know. For that reason, I never watched Inuyasha until way after the series stopped coming on TV, and I went and got the original subtitles and listened to it, and because that cat who played Inuyasha, I didn't like it's something about his tonation just annoyed me. It sounded like a bratty surfer dude from you know modern times in feudal Japan giving shit to this girl. It just annoyed the hell out of me, you know, just for his voice. But I actually watched Inuyasha with the subtitles, and I appreciated it then. But
that's what's up.
Outlaw Star had good examples of good voice acting. Cowboy Bebop was an excellent example of good voice acting, and that's what started. That's what I started.
The main character, Gene Starwin and shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, him and the girl used to have arguments, and they would talk on top of each other, and it sounded completely natural. I was like, all right, you know what? I can deal with that, definitely. Another show that I just thought of and I forgot that quickly. Damn. Trigun was good also. Amazingly deep, you know, considering how silly it was at times.
Vash the Stampede.
Yeah. Oh, that's what. Ranma 1/2. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
When I seen that, I was in my room, depressed. I had broken my leg in 3 places, and my nephew used to come home from school and chill with me. And I put on Ram, and we and him would sit there and laugh our asses off. I like that show a lot. Man. It was really funny.
A really funny, weird show.
Gintama was also very funny. I haven't watched it recently, but I can't take nothing away from him. He made me laugh a lot. Let's see. What else? I know there's a bunch of popular ones that I'm not really, Of course, I seen Dragon Ball. Yeah. But I'm talking about the ones that really. All right, Dragon Ball Z, up until the end of the Frieza saga. Not the Frieza saga. Excuse me. The Cell saga, because that was when it was supposed to end. That was a very tight show, as far as what it gave. Of course, the 5-minute delays with the cameraman and all of that. Nobody wants that, but you got what you got. But for the time, excellent. That was another example of this cat's good work. I didn't really pay much mind after that. I mean, I seen stuff here and there, but I wasn't following Dragon Ball Z after that. Because that was like a complete story arc. And when I seen the other stuff, it was kind of, I'm asking myself, why are these characters doing what they're doing? So when I do that, I kind of lose interest. Anyway, what else? Ooh, yeah, Mirai Nikki, or Future Diary.
Okay, this man got good taste. That's what I'm talking about.
I love that, and the movie was perfect. Perfect. Very few times they end a series the right way, and they did it with Mirai Nikki. They did it with Fullmetal Alchemist. Very few times they ended the right way, and I give them credit for that. Excellent. I like that show. About a crazy chick.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy ass woman.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, she was a ride or die chick, so I gotta give her credit on that.
Oh man,
hey,
I told this guy.
She willing to X those dudes off for you? That's a woman you want to keep. Still crazy though.
Hell yeah, she crazy. I told somebody at work about that show because I had recently watched it like within 8 months of me seeing it, and he got bad. He got sad. And when he got to the end, I was like, "Cat, you didn't see the movie? No, man, go watch the movie. I told you to watch the movie after. Go watch the movie, man. No, I'm not gonna stop being a pussy and watch the movie." I don't know if he actually did after that because Money was a little to himself. But anyway, I like that shit. I like Mirai Nikki. That was cool.
Yeah, man. I left the live action TV the show they did for it, which was really good. It was a spin on it they did, but it was really good.
They did a live action of Mirai Nikki?
Yeah, I think it's on Crunchyroll, and I actually enjoyed it. It was different. It was like, I think it was taking ideas from it, but I have to watch it over again because it was kind of like the concept, like there's two of the same girl.
Wow.
Instead of in the same universe and things like that. One is a killer, the other is not.
Mm-hmm. Have they done a good live action of anything recently, yo?
Yeah, because I believe it was on Crunchyroll when I checked it out.
I mean, like the because the Full Metal one was, the Attack on Titan one. Have they
the
done
Attack on Titan one is not good. You don't need to watch the Attack on Titan one. It's bad. Everybody knew it was bad.
The Gantz one was.
Wait, the live action Gantz? No, I think the live action Gantz. I actually enjoyed that one. That was really good.
Yeah. Just the way they, you know what it is.
Yeah. They just need to keep it going. And oh man, I would never want to play that sick ass game. Fuck that.
How they ended it was a little silly, Nah,
not silly. It's crazy, bro.
No, I mean, when I say silly, I mean like, I'm not saying the choice that he made because all right. Here's my thing, and I don't mean to sound elitist, but when you attempt to write stuff, or when you look deeply at something long enough, like telling stories, you kind of notice the same pathways within certain things, and if you're into it like that, you might imagine the way things could go differently down paths. So when my imagination becomes more satisfying than what I'm seeing, it's kind of Not to say that people have to out imagine me, because if it's done well, it doesn't matter. As long as you do it well, it could be something you've seen 100 times, but if it's done well, it doesn't matter. I agree. It was a feeling I was looking for that I didn't get. Let me just leave it at that. You know, not to belittle the cats who made it, or anything. It's just something that I was looking for something and I didn't get it, and I was disappointed. That's all. But I did get to see this cat run around in that suit, blasting things. What I really liked from the Gantz manga is it was the aspect of him doing crazy shit and getting away with it. That's what kind of made me love the character in the anime. Like when they showed him jump off the bridge and shit and not care. Crazy. I mean, of course this dude wants to follow you after seeing you do some shit. He was there when you did it. It's not just a story. He saw you jump off of and gave the cat the fever on the way down. Oh, I mean, and then when things started hitting the fan and he started just doing things and people standing back like, yo, who is this dude? And he's just doing it. Like, I love that aspect of the character. I wish they would have captured that more every time they tried to tell it. Because that's what made me want to read the manga. That's what made me want to keep watching the show. That aspect of it, I mean, of course, there's other things in the show that I like also, but that I wanted to see more. And like I said, when I say that's what I was imagining, I was hoping to see, the things that got me hooked to it in the first place. Anyway, I'm running my mouth, Ken. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take over the conversation.
And that's what's up. I mean, one particular series that I like is Tokyo Ghoul. That's one of my favorites.
I watched that recently. It wasn't bad.
It's pretty much a boy, college. Remember, he's a college student, not high school or middle school. He's a college student.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes out with this woman, and she turns out she's a ghoul, and ghouls eat people, like human flesh. Yeah. So, remember, he luckily survives, but he gets her organs transplanted into his body, which turns him into an artificial ghoul. And, that's a whole big revelation of the dude that did it to him, that this was all his plan, but a bunch of revelations with that series. But it ends off great. Surprisingly, I'll just say this. I thought it was going to end up like there is no good ending. But yeah,
I watched it. I don't know if I seen the ending though. The last one I saw was him with some like he was like part of a security force or something like that. But it didn't seem like it had a conclusion, so maybe I didn't see the ending. But I was watching it up to that point, so I did enjoy it. Let's see. One of those shows that I watched and I just kept watching to the end. I like when that happens. Some I can wait out and be patient, but others are just I got to keep seeing it. But like I said, if I really really like something, I'll just stop and I try and save it for later. But yeah, man. So you gotta.
Yeah, I would take your time with the ones that you do find that are new, if they're to your liking.
Recently I started Spy Family is cool.
Do I love Spy X Family? It's really good, man. He got the most badass wife of all time.
What I'm waiting for to come back on is that assassin reincarnated as a I forgot the full title, but it's basically an assassin that's reincarnated as a
you're reincarnated as a world greatest. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Now that was some 10 out of 10 dark shit. It was really good though.
Yeah, I like that one. What else? The first season of Rising of the Shield Hero. Yes.
Hold on, wait. Did you watch season 2 yet?
Yeah, I've seen it. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah. Shield Hero is really great.
That show. I tell people about that. That's one of those that I talk to, like, yo, watch this. If you didn't see it, watch this. Especially the first 2 episodes. You got to check this out. So, I was feeling it.
Sure, they need to watch it.
Let me see what else have I seen. How a Realist Rebuilt a Kingdom. That one is cool. I like that. That's a little off for some people, but I like that. Let's see. Oh, another one that I like that I'm waiting to come back. So I'm a spider, so what? I got reincarnated as a spider. I like that. That show is funny.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I know about it. Kind of know what happens, but eventually I'll give it a look at.
It's as silly as it sounds. You know, it's one of those shows that it don't matter who the star is because the chick is a star. It don't matter. Stories are so funny and cool. It's just, and she gets better. She gets stronger, and I like it. I like it a lot. That one I'm waiting for to come back on. The old man's grandson, the wise, the wise, something about the grandson and he's wise or something like that.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Wise man's grandson. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is good.
Dude, you do realize this dude got like maybe like the hottest girl with the 10 out of 10 body, and she feminine as fuck. bro, I'd be. If that happened to me, like nigga, I ain't never going out this world. Fuck that. I'm good.
What was this? Was that the one with No, jobless reincarnation?
Yeah, jobless. Yeah. Mashoku Tensei. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. That one I like too a lot.
I really like that one for multiple reasons. It's wild. For the first 5 episodes, yo, man, that kid.
I like that. Yeah, I like the main character who got something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like him a lot.
When they do that, it makes it. Another one that I enjoyed, which was just silly, but I liked it, was I don't remember the name, but it's a dude who's part of this evil corporation, and they got to go to another planet, and and take over it or something like that.
Wait, you said they got a what?
It's an evil corporation that takes over planets or whatever, and they have spies that go there to your planet and try to create chaos or whatever. So the cat has a specific skill of building an empire and being at the top, and they see him do that. They said like he got reincarnated as this person that has to do something. It's something like that. I hope I'm not mixing stories. Anyway, it's a guy who's on this planet and he got like a female helper.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Wait. Was he one? Is he like an agent or some shit?
Yes.
And he said I saw that shit. That little girl trying to help his ass and shit. Yo, that motherfucker. And wait. Was there a girl in a wheelchair too?
Yeah.
I seen it. That's the same. That shit was wild. This shit's a comedy, bro.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's good. I ain't shitting on that. I said it's comedy. That's all.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's take it there.
I mean, everybody has to see that before they go.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The first 6-part OVA when they was in the desert. That one. I mean, the whole thing is good, but that one, the one we had to fight Darby the gambler, that one. That series right there. I was feeling that. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. Dude, I'm watching the one with his daughter right now. His daughter's hot as hell. Jolene Joestar?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. She looked good as hell, bro. Shit. I told my boy, I'm like, shit, I ain't into a chick with green hair, but this is the first one. Like I beat the shit out of her boyfriend, I take her, and I'm like, we out. No, that's what I would have told her. I've been like, yo, listen, that motherfucker a liar, he a cheater, and see with him, you gonna have a fucked up life. With me, you gonna have some badass children and a masculine man. So yeah.
Another good show that I liked that was kind of serious. It's silly, but it has a serious tone to it. This is a little back in the day. It's called Clanad.
Oh wait, Clanad?
Yeah, Clanad.
I'll be no. I know that one. I'm surprised. Most people don't even. Huh.
Yeah,
that's so outside the box of what brothers will normally watch. And I watched it too. No. I'm not saying I've never seen it. I've seen all of it, but they just surprised me. It's just so weird, different. Even then, I can see some dudes tuning out. I'm like, nah, this ain't really my thing. But I'm like, damn, you stomach that shit? Okay.
Yeah, man, very serious and deep show. Like when I seen it, I was going through some depression. You know what I'm saying? So I identified with a lot of this stuff. You. And
I'll be damned if he won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Therapeutic. It helped. You know, I give
I feel you, brother. Now, in terms, on a deeper personal level, okay. Those shows are meant to make you feel some type of way, like Clanad, Air TV, and Kanon. Kanon's one of my favorites. I gotta be sure to watch that shit before Christmas hit around, because that'll fuck with anybody. We saw that in high school. I was a high school boy at that time, sophomore or junior at the time. I think it was a junior. But no, it wasn't until I got my junior year that shit really hit. I was like, damn. It hit more when I was a senior because I was getting ready to graduate, and I realized I'm like, damn, I gotta really appreciate what's around me right now.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm like, ain't it crazy how a fucking TV show gets you to put your head on straight?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a powerful medium. Storytelling is a powerful medium, and it's the reason why people still do it is because of what you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a piece of art that speaks differently to different people. And if you know that and you know the value of it, then you know when you see it again, because you can appreciate one piece, but art is kind of like music. It's kind of like, TV shows. It's kind of like movies. Like you can't just have one and be satisfied. You got to keep finding more.
I agree with you.
Yeah, man. Those I don't even know how many I mentioned, but those are the ones that come to my mind off the top of my head. If I had a list in front of me, I could tell you. But I've been watching stuff for a long time. Not a lot of stuff resonates. Some of them blur together. Some of the storylines and things I've seen so many times before. But like I said, as long as it's done well, I don't care. You got the idiot dude, the idiot bully who needs to get his ass whipped. And you're waiting for the main character to put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? And it just depends when it's going to happen, if it happens. I never get tired of that. I don't care how many times. You know what I'm saying? I never get tired of seeing it. Never. Especially when it's some thorough ass whipping. Oh, another one. I saw that recently. Classroom of the Elite. Did you see that yet?
I watched the entire first season, but I just couldn't get into it.
You wasn't feeling it? Oh, man.
I tried, bro.
Not everything is for everybody. I liked it. I mean, I know the cat is dead inside. He's emotionless and all that.
Yeah, dude. Main character, he's just dead as fuck. I just don't care for that dude.
The second season, he got to put hands on people. And now
I wish I got that the first season. That's like they would always tease him trying to throw the hands. I'm like, dude, stop! Just show me, nigga. Stop.
Yo, well, he got the second season has a very satisfying fight sequence. I'll leave it at that because it goes on.
Okay.
It goes on. I was appreciating that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, give me that. I want to see that. Oh man. So yeah, I was feeling that, and I like things that I have to try, and I'm trying to figure out what they're figuring out, so it's testing my mind. Kind of like Detective Conan, which I stopped watching because it's just
yeah, my friend's got to watch the stream to hear you say that because he's a huge Detective Conan fanboy.
It's
like the movies are good, but yeah,
but my thing is like, and I like it. I like it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I get you. It's still ongoing. I feel you. No ending.
Yeah, it's like I said before. You want to see progression.
Dude, I'm the same way. Like, bro, I don't want something to go on for like 20 years. Like, even One Piece shouldn't be this long.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You know,
I ain't trying to be 40 when, I'll be real. I ain't trying to be 40 when this shit is done.
Oh man, but I mean, I can't knock the hustle, but I want to see this cat become. I mean, so why wouldn't you know that his stories that he would tell as an adult or as a teenager would be almost as entertaining as the ones that he's doing as a kid. So let's go, man. Can we do that? Can we do that for a while? Can we try it for a couple of years or something and see if it shrink him back? You know what I'm saying? Can we try something else? Damn, but I enjoyed it because it has some jokes in it, you know. And I always like mystery stuff. I'm always a fan of shit like that. That last that Moriarty series was cool too. I just didn't like the fag aspect of it. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say that.
You didn't like the what?
The bad aspect to it.
Bad aspect. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
But I like the storytelling. I like the imagination of saying that Moriarty came from this family. I liked all of that. That was very good. Very unique.
I will say this, man. Check out the series Freezing. See if you like that.
Freezing?
Yeah, check that out. It's one of my favorites. I even collect the books while I'm at it too. Before they get out of print right now.
Another one that was good was that somebody else put me onto. I don't know why I didn't think of this when I was thinking of Future Diary. No, not Fate Zero. Damn. Well, if I describe it, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's a dude, and he acts like he's a mad scientist. He walks around with a lab coat all the time. And he uses a cell phone and a microwave, and he figures out some form of time.
Steins Gate.
There you go. That one is cool. I like that too. You didn't like that one?
No. It was solid. I got nothing bad to say about it. I mean, it was all science, so yeah, it had to. I appreciate it now that I'm older. When I was a kid, hell nah, nigga. Like, nah, I didn't give a damn about that. I just cared about action as a kid. But when I'm older, I'm like, okay, nah, that aspect is, worth paying attention to.
One thing I give credit to, and I hate to keep going back to Berserk, but you mentioned before about the difference between seeing something as a kid and then seeing it as a man.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize when I saw the 97 series of Berserk was that it's something they illustrated more in the one they just did. When Griffiths was with Guts, or when Guts was with Griffiths,
yep,
he didn't see anybody as his equal, and he made that clear when he was talking to the prince. Yeah, he was like, these are my men, and they fight for me, and I appreciate their contribution, but they're not my friends. My friend is my equal.
None of my friends.
And, this is what I would do. This is what a friend would do if he was in my position. If he was actually my friend and I stood in his way, he would knock me out of his way and go ahead and pursue his dream. I didn't realize that was what he was doing.
Yep, that's what he was doing.
And then once he got defeated and moved out of his way, he became that for Guts became that for him. Like suddenly this cat became his equal, and now he had somebody that he wanted to outdo because there wasn't nobody. He didn't think nobody was on his level before. And I'm like, oh, because I'm trying to figure out why was he obsessed so much with this cat? It can't be just because he beat him, But the movie,
it because of that, because he was the first one to really steer him away from what he was trying to do, because things that he would normally do, not from his dream, but like kind of like doing things he would normally do.
Yeah,
of course he protected his men, but it's like, the whole thing was that like I'm out. He's like, you're too valuable to lose. You and Koska. That's why I couldn't let y'all both die. Yeah. Despite what the king's generals all said and all that nonsense.
And in the movie, he came. In the movies or in the series, they did not. He came to the. He's the one that was out there with him. But on the original show, they had came back. He sent his men out to look for them. You know what I'm saying? But in the movie or the show that they're doing now, he went out in the forest with them. But yeah, I didn't get that before, but now I see it, and that's why he was so. So the series that came out recently, that one actually illustrated that point more. So I got more out of the story watching it this time, and you get that every so often because I used to watch Berserk like once a year, every year, just because, you know what I'm saying, just to refresh, just to go through that experience again. is one of those shows. Same thing with Cowboy Bebop. Every year I got to see that at least from beginning to end. Certain shows do that to me. You know, I used to do that with Gantz also. I used to run Full Metal Alchemist like that at one point.
Okay.
Yeah. The first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Well, I'm saying you know quite your stuff, and you watched a lot of things, which is really great.
Thank you.
Thank you for being knowledgeable and not just the person that's just new into stuff. Whoa.
Yeah, you stick around long enough, you pick up some things along the way, you know. So yeah, I got a encyclopedia as far as all of this shit goes. As far as the ones that
yeah, like I said, the same here. Like I said, it's not just the Campione anymore. After that, like I said, there's more stuff that came out that year besides this. Like, I can't wait to do the video, but I mean, well, it's gonna be more a pre-recording. But like, when I talk about Sinful Gear, bro, like you got 5 seasons of that shit of all female protagonists to watch. Like, it's so different from anything you've ever watched. Like, I see my friend, bro. Like, these chicks are literally singing while they're beating the shit out of people. It's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, okay, bro, I ain't never seen something like this. And some of them have like their own character OSTs that they're singing out loud, and some of them, like the main girls, got like probably the best one that I like, and I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Which song this is called?
Well, hold on. Like she's actually Gungnir, but like it's like when she first gets her abilities. And you know what? I'll end the stream right now so I can show you a couple of clips and things like that. But like she's pretty beast. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm talking about if I had a daughter, man, she's gonna be like her. I'm bad. I'm talking about who's in the world full of like superheroes and shit. Like yeah, she gotta be a badass.
Speaking of badass, what wasn't that wasn't bad either. The Mighty, the Brave. Oh God.
You said Brave?
Kentaro, no, Kentaro. Is it Kentaro the Mighty? Is that what it's called, or something like that? The Brave. The guy, he learned martial arts because of a girl, and it's a martial arts show. And he's supposed to be engaged to this chick. Oh man, I can't remember.
Yeah, man, I gotta look for that. Or try to remember it in my head.
Oh, let me not forget. I did enjoy quite a lot. Kuroko no Basketball or Kuroko no Basketball.
Okay,
that was called.
Dude, I'm actually getting Wally and them to watch that, bro. Did you watch? Did you watch all 3 seasons?
Hell yeah! Oh yeah.
Okay, tell me. Okay. Let's do this. Who is your favorite Generation of Miracles player? And I'm curious to who you're gonna say, but if you a black brother, I think I know who you're gonna pick.
Wait. You hold up. First of all, let's back up a second. You said all 3 seasons. The original series had 3 seasons, but you're not talking about that, are you?
No, I'm talking about all of them. Like, you say Kuroko no Basket, I'm saying about all 3 seasons, because normally say
I didn't know. Oh, so you're saying that after the arc when that dude Tiger is that his name, and the dark skinned dude who plays like Jordan, when they faced off against each other.
Yes.
And that arc, I think that's when the show ended. And there's more than that. No?
Well, no. That's season 1. That's season 1.
When this cat get zone and go past that and all that, that's season 1.
Yeah, like the last match of season 1 is Kisei versus Almine.
And there's more after that. After he opened up the door and shit.
Yeah, there's more after that. There's season 2 when they get against the big dude.
Never seen it. I didn't know that. I gotta go see that.
Okay. You got 2 other seasons to watch, bro.
Let me write that down.
So I shouldn't ask you that question yet because you haven't seen the other people. Oh, but let me ask you, who do you like now?
Come on, man. I like the main character. I like the main character, of course.
You like the main character? Okay, that's rare. No one ever said it like. Okay.
He's To me, they modeled him off of Jason Williams. He used to play for Sacramento Kings.
I knew you were gonna say Jason fucking Williams.
He used to play for Sacramento. Yeah, I love that cat. White chocolate. Coach used to get mad at him for doing the shit, even though that made the game worth watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the only one who did it, or he's the best one that did it, but I liked him when he was doing it. So yeah, I like the main character. Also, and of course I was feeling, the cat who thought he was Jordan and shit. And I liked a lot of cats on this team. The dude, the 3-point cat, he was funny too. He had his things about.
Oh, Yuga?
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah. I'll do with glasses and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh man, I like that show. I didn't know they had 2 more. Thank you, man. I'm glad. See, value. Get value from the conversation.
You gotta watch it because like the matches get better in season 2, way better, 2 and 3. So yeah.
Just
but yeah, my favorite character. Yeah, but so far my favorite character is Almine Daiki, man. That's my boy. The only one that can beat me is me. Yo, this is my dude. I love his philosophy. The one person that can beat me is me.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, actually.
Yo, listen. So wait. So you saw all the one. Did you see all the crazy shit he was doing? This motherfucker went parallel to the ground and throwing a floater. Yo, this shit he was doing. I was like, bro, you was some Dr. J shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because Dr. J did some crazy.
This motherfucker went behind the backboard.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. When I saw that shit, I was like, okay, he's my favorite character. Ain't nobody I can't see nobody being as cold as him. Because he killed his brother.
The opening sequence, like when the show, like the last season or the before the first season ended, when they were showing dudes doing moves from that. Oh my god, that sends chills down my spine thinking about it. I love that.
Yeah, I go on, man, bro. I'm sorry, that's the best basketball anime ever. So I'm sorry, I'm a Kuroko Basket fanboy, bro.
Yeah,
that's my favorite sports anime, dude.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
And I don't like it because I grew up. I played basketball and I love basketball more than football. Still like football, but not as much as I like basketball. Like I just love basketball. So that's why I kind of like gravitated towards that series a lot.
You could tell the cats who made it. Really, you could tell the cats who made it really loved the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really.
I mean, the way they made it look, I was like, yeah, they love basketball.
Hell yeah. Now I got some shows.
And what was it? The 3-pointer dude had like full court shots, half court shot, like yeah. Oh my god, yo man, he was stupid. He said nobody can do that in real life. Yes, they can. They can't do it consistently. That's the thing. but yeah, man, like it's a great series. I don't give a damn what anyone says. It's really great.
Ooh, Hajime no Ippo. I like that too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And like I said, another story about a boy becoming a man, dude. He got a girl waiting in his corner on some Rocky shit. So like I said, the manga's still going right now, but I'm waiting for that shit. Right now, I'm still waiting for that shit because he's going hard, but pause. Like he's going hard for his dream and shit like that. Not simply just because of her, but because he wants to just prove something to himself too.
Yeah, man.
He's already made his mom proud. Like his dad's not around, so it's just kind of like he died. Like the thing is, I do like. It wasn't like my dad was there and I wasn't born. Like, nah, he passed away and shit. Like, So I helped my mom do all this stuff for like, fishing and things like this. But also, I want to learn how to be a strong person, a man, and all that. Mm-hmm. And he just learned about listen. Ippo comes off the streets, never fought a day in his life. He meets my man Takamura. Within a couple of freaking weeks, he's able to fight. A couple of months, he's able to fight someone of similar skill, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. I like that show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really good, bro. That's a really good series. He better get his Adrian though before it's too late. I'd be like, bro, Kuminga and Fredder, man. She could make it work forever, bro. But you better take that shit like Yusuke had to do his shit, bro. You better do that shit for some other motherfucker to snap her.
That Dempsey roll shit. That first time.
That Dempsey roll is my shit, bro. When I first saw this, bam. I want to see that shit in real life. Hey, listen, I might watch boxing if some motherfucker does that in real life to somebody. He might actually, like, deadass, he might actually kill the dude. Be real.
It takes so much back strength to pull that off in real life. That's why nobody does that shit. You have to be really limber and really strong in your lower
limber
back.
and fast and strong and have a lot of back muscle in that back.
Yeah, man. It takes some type of training, not the regular shit that everybody else does. Like maybe a gymnast could pull that. Maybe a gymnast. Like, outside of that, I don't know. Seriously, gymnast is like the whole body shit where they can suspend it. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. That is not an easy maneuver to pull off. Not even twice.
Nah, it really isn't. It's not like some amateur could do it all.
It's over and over and over again. Oh man.
Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. No. Actually, you know what? I may have got my name from this dude, Sendo Takashi. That's my boy.
Sendo, the cat look dead.
Yo, man, that's my boy. He like after he got hit with that the first time. He's like, I ain't gonna never let you get that shit off again. F no. He literally puts fear in his freaking opponents, dude.
Mm-hmm. What else was good? Jesus, damn, I'm coming up blank, but that was a lot. That was a lot of shows.
Yeah, those are shows you know, man. Like I said, you know your craft and your history, bro.
No choice.
Dude, I don't run into people who know as much as you do. Like, it's just rare for me to have that. It's besides my friends. I mean, that's different. But I think one of the things I can walk away with more so is knowing that there's another anime ally out here who knows his craft.
Oh, you know what I like too? What's that one? That a cool black dude in it, even though he got killed also. Jesus. Gungrave. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. The story, like they did kind of a berserk thing where they went back to the beginning. And I like Gungrave. The storyline up until the end. I know they did it over. I think they did it over because they had a game at one point. But the original series up until the end, it was pretty good. I just didn't understand at the end what was they doing. Like it wasn't very satisfying. It wasn't very. But the storyline up until that point, where they started off all of those friends, and it went and got to where it got to. I was there. I was engaged. I had to see what was happening next. And then at the other end, you can't have everything, but I enjoyed it up until that point. So Gungrave was cool. Oh, Goblin Slayer is good also. Oh.
Dude, Goblin Slayer is not meant for kids. It's meant for us. I love Goblin Slayer. I got Wally and Marcus to finally watch that backstage. Marcus is a huge fan. I'm like, you like Game of Thrones, you're like this. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. His prep is like Batman level. Only when it comes to goblins, though.
And I love how you don't lose his cool, yo. I love that. He knows what it takes. He's gonna do it. Let's get it done. We have some trolls. No trolls. Only goblins. I only deal with goblins.
I only deal with goblins, bro, because they're the worst in it. Now you probably get beat by everything else except those.
Yeah, because he knows.
I ain't gonna lie, man. There's one episode where they get trapped in that underground like sewer water, that city and stuff, and then he uses the hair to like strangle the freaking massive goblin champion. And, like, get off me, brother! Freaking after he's injured and like messed up, like his ribs are all caved in, chest out. He's coughing up blood. He's like, bro, I ain't gonna let you take her. You're like, just done. I'm like, yo, he a savage. He was like, I ain't about to die. Hey, for China. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That motherfucker bit into her shoulder. I was like, damn. I really didn't want her. I didn't want Priestess girl to go, but yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I tell my boys, like I said, you realize you got two gorgeous ass ladies around you, bro. Especially, farmer girl. I'm making babies with. If that was my girl, no, I'm dead ass. If that was my childhood friendship, and she's into me, oh hell yeah, we making children, like 8 children coming out of that lady. Come on, bro, let's be real. That chick is gorgeous. I'd be stupid not to make kids with that woman, or not to marry her. I'm like, yeah, in the real world, people are just dumb, right? But nah, bro. Well, I'm like, when I saw her, I was like, Yo, I love y'all Japanese people, but y'all know how to make some chick with a chest and a nice rear, bro. Y'all know what you know what we like.
Guilty pleasure. High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead. Hey man, huge fan. I got the book.
Yeah, I wish the cats would have did more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the creator passed away off that one too. That's another one. That makes me mad because he made 2 series. He made Tri-Age X. Look that up. That's really good. That's actually more of what you would like. Yeah. Type it in right now. It has like 12 episodes, but it's really, really good. Like it's some actual, go around vigilante type gun slinging shit. You'll love it. I got that on my terabyte drive.
You're lucky I ain't open up my drive and just start reading off names to you. My other computer, so I ain't got it in front of me. I got 2 drives of this shit because I can't fit it all. Yeah. Let me see. At one point, I was just collecting everything, but then I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna watch this again. Let me get rid of that. Because some things ain't worth it. Some things ain't worth it. But those are the ones that come to mind. I know there's more, especially in the last few years. There's ones that I forgot about. There's ones that I forgot about. If you ran off some names of the popular ones, I could probably say, yeah, I seen it or I didn't see it. What was it? The forgotten? Was it the Neverland thing? Something about Neverland?
Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland. Yeah, that was cool. Even though I've seen a lot of hatred for it. I guess because of the manga and the enemy difference.
Second season is kind of like filler to some extent.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But yeah, didn't really happen. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, the beginning, that first episode had me, and I was hooked to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh.
No, I like season 2 that they actually grew up a bit. Like actually, like that, like actual growing tall and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They had to take care of the kids. Like the big one. Even Ray's whole thing with his mom Isabel and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's wild. That's wild.
Hell yeah.
No, the kid is not wild because the kid found out. He just knew. He just never said anything. Mm-hmm. She knew it was all cool. I'm like, yo, you crazy. And this is the reason they got numbers on their bodies for a reason. Like cattle.
Yeah.
Look what that is. Yeah. When I saw them, like, they're like cattle. Once I saw it in the first episode, I was like, okay, they got numbers on them like they, not prison inmates. This is like cattle. Because inmates is a little bit different. It's like more in the arm, like an actual code. Yeah. This is what they put on cows. And I deliver in the country area, so I've seen it. I'm like, nah. Y'all fool.
Well, Kat, I actually have a channel.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
A brother with dreadlocks. I respect that, man.
I actually got a channel that I've been doing stuff. I just passed the year anniversary on Wednesday, and I did that's the first time I went live, so it's still kind of out of whack back here because I had to move stuff around, but this is what normally I would put out to. What's happening about?
I am amazed by that because I was wondering, because I was still questioning to this day, right? Because of your icon, I'm like, what is that? I'm trying to figure it out. And then when you first cammed up and showed that, I was like, so that's what it was. I was like, man.
Oh, so you never knew what the whole picture was?
Yeah, I was still questioning, what was that? I was still questioning it. But when you showed your background, I was like, oh, okay, so that's what it was. Okay. I was like, okay. It was
the design my wife created, and I jacked it from her.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, so I do comedy. That's how me and him bumped into each other. If you ever see any stuff that I did, everything is made to make you laugh.
Right.
It has nothing to do with this, unfortunately. But I am going to expand the brand and do other stuff that I like to do. Although the people who I've learned from said that you shouldn't stray from what's working, and you should always try to cater to what people are wanting from you as opposed to what you want to give them. And I know what I want to give them. You know what I'm saying? I want to give them something. I want to give them some of my opinions on the different stuff, and anime is one of them. You know, I've been a big fan, and but I don't know if there's a market for this shit yet, so I haven't really ventured forth into that. You know, but mine is just I do nostalgia and black comedy. So there's sitcom episodes, there's sitcom episode clips, there's old movies, and then there's recent podcasts from people in the last 5 years. And I chop up and dice up everything in a way that's supposed to make you laugh. So at any time you can go and click on any one of my things and it should make you laugh. If not, then try another. But that is the whole point. I got playlists of clips from the Jeffersons, clips from Good Times, clips from What's Happening, clips from Sanford and Son.
Let me know if you got Full House from there. That'd be funny, Uncle Jesse. I told people, I told you, black brother, we all use Uncle Jesse for like a clip because, bro, that's the cool uncle that everybody likes. At least on the Caucasian side.
Yeah, I know you. I saw you yawning, and I got to tend to my wife.
No. You good, bro? Listen, and by the way, congratulations for being married, brother. I'd like to see more married men come on here just to break down that stereotype of marriage and shit. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Because I'm all for marriage. I don't involve the government in your shit, but just finding black brothers who are happy and at peace, and who build start with a woman in their lives, and then also be on that journey with each other. I respect a lot of that shit. I told my friend, these enemies ain't told you to be by yourself, my nigga. You ain't paying attention. That's what I'm telling them. They're literally telling you get together with someone. That's what they're telling you. Yeah. I mean, so listen. So you can be that, or you can be Darth Vader and end up crippled, messed up, and ugly. And my bad, one of the coolest suits ever, but you're still by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So just pick your choices. Thank you, brother KCK, for coming on here. And I'm definitely gonna check out your channel because it was been some knowledge to me all night. And like I said, thank you. Just spreading your wisdom and the knowledge that you know. Like, educate me on a couple of things that I needed to know. And like I said, I'm not beyond learning. I'm learning from all y'all. Elders and a couple of youngsters who got some good heads on their shoulders right now.
Yeah, knowledge comes from everywhere. You just got to see it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to see it.
All right, but I'll let you.
You gave me a few titles that I can go check out, and that's going to prove more useful than anything.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so all right, here's a really good one. I promise you, after you watch this, you're gonna have to join me for the podcast on that one. It's it's 2 seasons. It's called Grisaya, Edit of Fruit. So I'm gonna put it in the back chat for you just to make sure you don't get it, because you might not be able to spell it. Grisaya.
G-R-A?
Yeah, Grisa right here, because it has 2 seasons, and you're gonna have to watch episode 0 after you watch the first season. Because you want to talk about a boy who's been through some shit, like really been through some shit. He probably gonna be your next favorite male character. I can promise you. Because when I watched that, I was like, in real life, no man should ever, no little boy should have his innocence stolen the way it was and come out somewhat sane. That's pretty crazy, given his whole family situation. But I put it in the back chat right here. This one,
okay,
yeah, it should be that one, and I think there should be one called No Mako. I'm gonna put that one in there too, so you can watch.
Did you
both.
see Redo of Healer? Because that's type intense,
Yeah, Redo of Healer. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bro, I had to watch that. And but here's the thing, I knew what that was because I heard about it. I'm like, let me read a couple of chapters, and I'm like, I'm watching it. I already know what it is. And as long as they weren't going to censor that, I'm like, if they're going to censor it, I'm like, all right. If it ain't too bad, I'll watch it. But nah, you gotta watch the censored version. And I was like, yo, wow.
There's certain parts I had to turn away and go and do this, every so often.
Yeah, you got to do that the first episode. After that, it doesn't happen to him anymore. Yeah. And then I was like, after what happened to him, all y'all deserve to get axed. All y'all. He's not wrong. And no, because once you've done that to him, and honestly, I'll be honest, he should be crazy and insane and turn out to be one of them, but he's not. Still kind of sadistic and crazy a little bit, but it's like, nah. Even with the shop owner dude that died, he was like, oh no, y'all about to go. He said that might be the first dude in a conversation I've had in a while that I actually like talking to. And you exit them out, and I'm like, oh hell, I'm like, nah, all y'all gonna get it. Like little sister, she gonna get that work too, like the older sister get beat up. But guys, don't take that quote out of context. It's just called just desserts in this case, because he could have fed her to the dogs. But all in all, check out that Grisaya series, brother. It's really, really good. It really speaks well to the development of why the statement I made when I said a young man's innocence needs to be protected at a young age, not just a girl's, a young man's too. It really speaks on that, and I'm like, yeah, we got to protect our sons too, if we do have them at a very young age. Just like I said, their innocence is at stake too, not just them. Yeah. So, but brother, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on up. Thank you for making this live even better than what it was, brother. I appreciate that, man. We didn't just talk about Campione, we talked about other stuff as well. Talked about what you knew, what you've seen, and I'm like, sir, you have some very deep, thorough anime depth to you, which a lot of cats don't have. They all they talk about is mainstream shit. Like I talk about the underrated shit because I want that to get more notice. Campione is underrated. Grisaya is underrated. We do Hill, well, underrated to an extent, but we all know what it is. Yeah. That's the hey, listen, none of y'all SJWs can fuck with our shit. But, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Subscribe to my man CKC Entertainment. He's got videos, he's got some streams he's done. I'm gonna check them out because I work tomorrow, so I'm on the first video.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have real fun over there. You're laughing your behind off.
Oh no, I'm gonna be listening to his video, listening to his videos all day at work tomorrow when I freaking work because I need something to listen to. But also, I like checking out new people's channels. Hey man, let me know if there's a stream that's like 3 hours. I'll listen to that.
Yeah, I did a 2-hour one on Wednesday. So there you go. That's the one.
Okay, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. And also subscribe to my man. Subscribe to CKC. Check out his videos. And also check out my man Wally's Well Top Productions. And also, guys, this is Jay Takashi. You should always check out these videos thoroughly. And sorry about the mishap previously. There was a video, a mic error, and stuff wasn't working. It was glitching on my end, so I had to redo the stream over. I'm going to delete that video. I'm going to keep this one up. And guys, check out Campione, and also check out the light novel series. I got like fucking 7 fucking more books of that shit to read. I got that. I couldn't get the books. So I downloaded them in PDF form. How much reading do you think I gotta fucking do? Scrolling up.
Oh yeah, I need to go to the one of those websites.
You're not telling my friend, listen, it's a lot of pages. So
think
of the game. Think about the Game of Thrones book. It's at least as long as that, and it's probably even longer because that's the anime. Like my bad, that's like the no picture version.
Ooh.
So yeah, think about how much stuff I'm taking in right now. So it's just a lot of stuff, but like I said, check out the series and check out other animes that we talked about on here. This was a twofer and a great stream, and like I said, be sure to watch this on the replay. Y'all have a great night. Peace out. And anime has taught you get a ride or die chick, because more likely that's the woman that's gonna walk to you in the afterlife. And if you don't do that, well, hey man, you can sleep with the sheep.